and welcome to another Volume 1 Community Live! How is everybody doing on this wonderful Wednesday day?
That's a more?
We have a very fun Community Live planned, a very exciting Community Live because we finally get to talk about Season 2 of JJK. I wore her down. I finally got her to watch Season 2. So we'll talk about the hidden inventory arc because that has been completed, but then we'll go into like the first two, or I think it's 2 episodes of Shibuya. 2 or 3, I can't remember.
Yeah.
And then we're going to talk about some of the, it's just, I mean, some days I can't handle it.
Some days are harder than others.
Some days are harder than others. We're going to be talking
With
about
the anime community.
some of these freaking losers who have been harassing Bleach animators. At the very end, we're going to be talking about chapter 1092 of One Piece. If you're not caught up, we will let you know when we're going to do that.
It should be towards the end of the stream.
It's going to be at the very, very end.
And I did include a comment, but it's going to probably be buried pretty soon. I'll sporadically spam it, but we're going to be talking about it at the end, and it is going to be cut into a separate video. So if we get any like super chats during that time, we will save them till the very, very end. Just a heads up if you're here for One Piece. But if you're here for JJK and One Piece, that's cool.
Yeah, I have a wedding to go to tomorrow. My stepsister's getting married, and that'll be cool.
Another wedding.
It'll be cool, I guess.
I feel like your family, like they're all getting married, and then my family, they're all having babies.
I thought you were gonna say, and my family, they're all getting divorced. But yeah, your family is having babies. Yeah. I thought that's what you were saying. I thought the way you set it up. Am I in the wedding? No. Do I want to be? Not really. I mean, I'll just be there. I think it's gonna be way more fun to just like be there.
Well, yeah, that's like weddings. I've never been in a wedding. I've never been asked to be in a wedding, and I can only imagine how.
You've never been asked to be in a wedding?
No, they don't want me.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I've been
always a wedding guest, never a bridesmaid. That's where I'm like stuck in. It's never like always a bridesmaid, never a bride. Like no, I'm still stuck in the guest.
I was in both of my parents' weddings actually.
That's cool.
And my brother's wedding. But do you want to be a bridesmaid? It's a lot of pressure.
Again, like I'm at that age where now I feel like it's gonna start coming up a lot more often. But I don't really have that many friends.
Oh,
so
shit.
I don't know.
You have a lot of friends, dude. You have more friends than I do.
Okay, yeah, but I don't
have one friend. Well, 2, counting you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like a bridesmaid, though. You know, like I have like a couple friends in mind that I'm sure like I would be pretty upset if I wasn't asked to be in their wedding because I like, girl, I've known you for like 10 years. But yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right. So let's just jump right into it. I want to talk about JJK. I've been wanting to talk about JJK. I'm so excited that Mehgan finally watched it. We kind of made a bit of a deal. I think that's how it started. Don't make that face.
Now I go right back.
Actually. That's how it started. We made a, what up, Grant? We made a bit of a deal. I would watch the season finale of this K-drama that Mehgan had been watching.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. Mask Girl, you guys? Oh.
While you talk about it for a second, let me just pull something up to
my God.
give people a visual indicator.
It just came on Netflix, and I was shook. It's so good, and it really just moves, and it turns from one thing to another. And is it based off of a webtoon?
I don't know. Is it
or a manga? Because if it is, then that makes webtoon. It is okay. That makes a lot more sense because it is very like.
That's why it's so
theatrical.
good.
Yeah, it's really good.
That's why it's actually good.
I would definitely recommend it. It just goes places that I did not think it was going to go, and it just progresses. Like a character changes and goes through like different stages of her life, and it's absolutely amazing. From cinematography to acting to music to writing to everything. Like it is one of my top, I think, ever. And it was pretty crazy. I did not expect to see like a quote unquote like weeb in this series. It kind of threw me off guard.
Yeah, you were telling me that. And
it was just like there's like a character that has a bunch of like anime figures and like speaks Japanese, and it was just like it threw me off. It was pretty crazy.
Yeah, the way you kind of pitched it to me sold me on the show, and you're like, even though you haven't seen the other episodes, please watch the season finale with me, and I will watch JJK. And I was like, done. Say less. Let's go. And then we started it. So before we start talking about it, I think we got our first super chat and donation of the stream. Let's go. Shout out Ramon. I'm here to tell you that you guys look great, especially Josh doesn't look one day older than 33 centuries old. Yeah, we posted something on Twitter, or Mehgan did.
Because, there was like like a tweet that said like like I don't know, it was just kind of fun to do. I just thought of Josh immediately because they're like, our generation of like 30-year-olds looks like they're still like super young. And I give a lot of shit to Josh. Okay, I'm gonna be open. Okay, you guys? Okay. Don't clip this because I'm actually giving you a compliment.
Guys, get ready to clip it.
People give a lot of shit to Josh, and it is an ongoing joke about how old Josh is. But again, I hope I look as good as Josh when I'm 33.
Oh, shit!
Oh, shitty.
And
clip it up.
Don't clip it up. I take it back. But it was just funny. I just like captioned that tweet with like 33 years young bitches. And then someone said,
happy birthday.
I thought this said, yeah, people thought it was your birthday. And then
it's not my birthday.
Someone said like, I thought this said 33 years and no bitches. I need glasses. And I was like, damn.
Yeah, I was getting roasted a little bit, but
it was pretty funny.
I like it. Keeps me humble.
But yeah, Mask Girl's really, really good. And all right, yeah. So you watched it, and then I was like, you know what? Like, I'm just gonna like go into JJK. It's been a long time since I watched season 1. I just had these like really strong feelings towards season 1 and like the characters of season 1. Like, not saying we've talked about this so many times, but I guess like a refresher for everyone who doesn't know like our journey with JJK.
Yeah, that's a good place to start.
I watched it, and of course, like. The animation, like when it came out, it was so hyped. I think we did a volume 1 on it too back in the day. And the manga, I don't know, I don't really remember where I stood from it. It did remind me of a lot of different things. So I was like, yeah, it's good. And then the anime came out, and we watched the anime, and I just felt myself kind of like slogging through it, like. And this is like, again, just my opinion. Like, people love season 1. People love Yuji and all the main, like the trio and season 1 in general. But like for me personally, I just didn't really enjoy it. And the longer it took for me to like go through it, the more and more I just started disliking it. And it took me a long time to get through season 1. And then when I finally did, I was like, yeah, I guess this series is just not for me, which is kind of dumb for me to say when it comes to like watching an anime that's season 1. Like, you can get a lot through one season, but you know, story's not going to end in the first season. You know what I mean? Like, there's so much more to tell, especially like in the manga. And all of my friends, like, we talk about anime, like, some of them are caught up on One Piece, some of them aren't, some of them are watching other shows, but pretty much all of my like extended friends like this love JJK.
That's what's crazy. Your cousin Nolan, who also like loves One Piece and really, I think, sold you on what One Piece really was outside of what you might have thought it was initially. But all your other friends too, they all are obsessed with One Piece and JJK. And so it was even more shocking that it was so hard to convince you to
Well,
watch it?
because I don't know. I don't know if you guys are like this. I'm definitely like this. And I don't know what gets into me.
I'm
But
the
when
same way.
someone
what you're
pushes
gonna say.
me so hard onto something, and with One Piece, it really wasn't that way because I think when people would recommend me One Piece, I don't know if I was like in those circles because I was like, slice of life, like I was a romance comedy girl. So I didn't even think about like, okay, I'm just never gonna watch that. Like, why would I ever watch that? Why would I ever watch Bleach or Naruto or like any of that? Like, there's just no point to me. And then I grew and evolved, and I was like, okay. But if someone were to like keep telling me, like, oh, you need to do this. Oh, you need to do this. I just like get so stubborn, and then I kind of like build up this wall of like, now I don't want anything to do with it.
Yeah, for sure.
And I just, not that you were doing it, but just in general, like when I would talk about my like kind of grievances with season 1 of JJK, and it was like, but you have to. I'm like, do I though? Like if it like the main character just like I haven't like I don't feel any attachment, and then I did start liking it when like the other crew like Maki and I don't know the panda's name and the robot.
I think it's Panda, but I could be
I
wrong.
think it's Panda too. But yeah, I was like, oh, they're so fucking cool. Like I love them, and then it would cut back to like Yuji and the three. I'm like, I just don't like them as much as all the other characters. But again, this is just my opinion. I understand. But yeah, it's just that like always like you need and then obviously once I agree to it, and I respect your opinion because I know you wouldn't be telling me to watch like trash.
Well,
like,
that's why I was telling you to watch it, was because everything you felt about season 1, I, for the most part, felt too. I mean, we've had our own history with it, and there are still people in our own community who, when we were talking about it, were like, wait, I thought they both like dropped it and hated it. And it's just because it didn't hook us right away. But the crazy thing is, I've talked to, and I want to just shout out really quick, Hype Hunter. I went on Hype Hunter's channel. We did a little stream together. He's already cut up some clips from it. We met on the Reverie. He's a really cool dude. We had a great conversation, and it was one of those conversations that once you, once he ended it, I felt like we were ready to go. We both really wanted to go for like 2 more hours, but I mean, he said his camera was going to be dying, and it actually did, because after we stopped recording, we were still talking for a bit, and his camera did die.
And it cut out?
Yeah, but his voice, I can still hear his voice. It was such a good conversation that, I mean, we could have kept going, but we talked about it a little bit on that stream too. And everybody I talked to JJK about, and this is what I think I was also struggling with too, was it felt like at the time, communities and fan bases can be really loud, especially when they love something. So I had always felt like when I was expressing my sort of I was unenthusiastic about the like first season and those events. I felt like a lot of people were like, you just don't get it. You just don't get it. And I really didn't feel like anybody was giving like valid reasons as to why it would get any better. But I talked to Nolan, your cousin, like some of your friends, Hype Hunter. I mean, who else was I talking to recently about season 1? And they were like, I totally agree. Even like there are people in our community, shout out Davies, who was like, yeah, I was a big skeptic and I wasn't hooked right away. And then I continued to read it, and it really like blew me away. I mean, things change. Like, even I think I see someone in the chat, Knox Weaver. I dropped Demon Slayer season 1 early, then binged the rest when the dub came out and got more on board. And that's like exactly what happened with you. And I was telling you, like, you need to watch it. Like, it does get so much better, at least in the first season. Yeah.
And that's like so different, I think.
Oh, for sure.
Than like this situation. But yeah. And
they're 2 completely different shows too. I like Demon Slayer for what it is, but I genuinely believe that JJK is really taking everything from previous like shonen series and learning from them, like taking from them in the best way and just elevating it. I really think it's done. A lot of things are done better. But yeah, that's why I was so passionate about you watching season 2, was because we felt the same way about season 1. And if it was a situation where like I was obsessed with season 1 and you weren't, and I was like, you got to watch season 2, you'd be like, yeah, I don't know how much of your word, like how much I could take your word on that.
Well, like that's what's super frustrating too, because it's like there's like two sides of the same coin, right? Like the person who's recommending it to you, that because they know that you'll like it, like it's like annoying to them, but the person who's getting recommended it over and over, it's annoying to them too.
Yeah,
so it's just like this like magnet like thing, or like when they get torn away or something.
No, yeah.
I can't put them close together.
Yeah. And I'm that way too, bro. That's why I still haven't seen to this day. I still haven't watched Tiger King, because I felt like everybody and their mom was like acting like this was the greatest thing that's ever come out.
Because it was the only thing that was out.
Sure. But,
well, not only thing, but like everyone was inside, so everyone's like, we need something to hype up.
It felt like, I mean, I don't know. I guess if you really want to deconstruct it, maybe I needed to feel different. I don't know, but I just couldn't. I was just like, I refuse. And I even got to a point where I was like, I'll bet it's good. I'll bet it's fun. I'll bet I'll like it, but I'm not gonna watch it. So I get that. I have that in me too.
Yeah, there's a lot of movies still that I'm like.
Is there one off the top of your head? Like,
I don't think I've seen The Big Lebowski.
It's so funny. Yeah, Big Lebowski's cool. I mean, I can't lie and say that I don't like that movie a lot.
The Big Lebowski.
I mean, you got Jeff Bridges,
La
John
La
Goodman.
Land.
La La Land's fire too. I love it. It's what made me really fall in love with musicals. Really, actually like musicals. Yeah.
And that's really off the top of my head that I could think. I mean, I'm sure there's more.
Oh yeah, I'm sure there is too.
But yeah. But yeah. Anyways.
Anyway, okay, let's start talking about it. Now the first season. So let's talk about hidden inventory and let's just kind of go through it. I think we got a couple.
You mean the
super
second
chats.
season?
Or the second season? My bad. Yeah.
Tiger who?
Tiger who? Let me see. I want to make sure we're all caught up here.
Oh, I haven't seen Fight Club, and even and everyone tries to get me to watch it. I've never seen Fight Club either.
I used to love Chuck Palahniuk is the author of the Fight Club books, and I used to be obsessed with Chuck Palahniuk. Like my personality as a high school kid was like Chris Angel, Chuck Palahniuk, and Lil Wayne. Like that those were like the three people, and Honan Vasquez, who did like Squee and Johnny the Homicidal Maniac, Invader Zim. Like I just had this weird like eclectic group of like people that I was like obsessed with, and Chuck Palahniuk was one of them. I mean, he did, Choke was another movie with Sam Rockwell that he did. All his books are so fucking crazy but good, and so that's why Fight Club is something that is a little bit more special to me. I mean, I think it's whatever. I mean, Fight Club.
It does appeal to
Fight
Club.
It does appeal to, I guess, like a high school kid when you think like. There's that meme that you watch Fight Club and you think you're fucking like deep. You know what I mean? Like you think you're
a fighter.
Not a fighter, because it is talking about it's got a lot of themes. It's not just about fighting.
But it's called Fight Club.
Do you know anything about the movie?
It's called Fight Club, but it's about more than fighting.
Because if you haven't had anything spoiled,
I literally know nothing. I know the line of like what happens. No, that's like Vegas. What happens at Fight Club stays in Fight Club.
It's like
I don't know, and I just know
like
I just know the poster, like the pink soap. Like
yeah.
I don't know what that's about. Are they getting clean after they fight?
Can't tell.
Do they put it in their mouth when they cuss or something?
One day you'll watch it. No, Brad Pitt's character makes soap.
Oh, brother.
Oh, brother. Okay, let's catch up on a couple super chats. Thank you guys so much, by the way, for your support. It means the world to us. Shine Yi Yin, let's go.
Good smell. Flavor.
I don't know why I can't get myself into JJK. I don't care about any of the characters. I tried the manga or the anime, but I enjoyed the movie Zero. I will try the anime either a second time. It says 2 times, so either a second time or maybe second season. We'll talk about why we really both enjoyed it, and maybe I don't know, maybe it'll convince you, maybe it won't, but also not everything is for everybody, so don't feel bad about it. I was feeling bad about it in season 1. Like, why don't I fucking like this, dude? Like, what am I missing? Shout out Conrad, let's go. Josh, looks like Oda's drawing of the Sanji voice actor future version. I will let the audience decide which future. Oda's drawing of the Sanji voice actor I don't know what
when
that
he's
looks like
older, maybe.
off the top of my head. I'm gonna have to look at that off the top of my head to see how offended I am.
Hmm.
Sword Egg. Shout out Sword Egg. Best theory would be Portgas Rouge having it. Having it, because she already has it. Well, she had it. R.I.P. Having what exactly? What are we talking about? I don't know, Sword Egg, but let us know. Okay. Yeah, even Gabe said Fight Club is not what you think it is. And I'm not really saying that Fresh Kid, this is live. What's good? What's up? So yeah, I'm not encouraging you or like pressuring you to watch that. I mean,
Or like yes, we said the Fast and Furious movies. I haven't seen literally any of them. I haven't seen one.
And I don't know. I mean, they're
and
fun in their own way
I don't know
too.
if I've ever seen any of the Final Destination movies either.
That's crazy.
Never.
Final Destination is right up your alley. Like
Or
I don't.
Scream, where we talked about Scream.
But you watched the last two.
I watched the last two, but I didn't watch any other ones.
And I don't know. Maybe you won't like Fast and the Furious, but at least Final Destination, it deals in a genre that I think you like more.
Yeah, but it's like I feel like I've seen clips of it, and it's like I get the gist of the.
I mean, it is the same thing over and
deal.
over and over.
I mean, I don't know.
It is about just like Rube Goldberg deaths.
Yeah, and they're like chasing, or they're like trying to cheat death.
Well, they have cheated death, and death is coming after them
over and over again.
Well,
is it the same person?
It's always a group of people, and the order that they would have died, like in the first movie, it's a plane, and in the order they would have died on the plane is the order that death is coming after them. And so some of them don't beat death, and some of them do.
Got it.
All right, let's jump into it. We've been
okay. Sorry,
stalling long enough.
So we're talking about season 2.
Yeah. So what were your thoughts? Like after all that pressure?
Yeah, because you had kind of like briefed me a little bit on like the beginning, and because you were trying to sell me, right?
Yeah.
And we did watch movie 0. That was the last kind of like JJK experience we had.
That was sick.
And I liked that more than any of the first season.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, that was actually pretty good. Like obviously like Ghetto and Gojo and like Nanami and like all these characters were so sick. Like those are like they're just awesome anytime you see them. But seeing that like history between them and then going into season 2, and you had told me that like, oh yeah, it starts with them in high school, because I've seen like obviously like the promotional images, and I know that like you see a young Gojo because everyone was going like absolutely berserk, and I'd seen some pictures of someone else that we'll talk about, and I was like, dang, this looks like crazy. Like I don't know what to expect. Oh, spoiler warning, I guess.
Well, yeah, spoiler warning for season 2.
Sorry.
I
guess we should have said that.
I'm gonna close the door real quick. They're doing some landscaping outside. Go ahead.
They're literally gonna come in and freaking chainsaw us. But yeah, so I kind of already anticipated. So wait, you watched episode 7? Episode 7 was the last one, right? I'm caught up completely. Yeah, episode 7 was the last one. So yeah, I'm caught up completely on the anime. I like watched it all in one day.
Yeah.
In a day and a half, I think.
Yeah.
But yes. So I knew that it was them in high school. I knew there was going to be a flashback, and I was under the impression that it was going to be the whole season. And I thought the Shibuya incident happened in the past. So I was very excited. And I was like, fuck yes. Like, this is like something that is like, I don't know, they're talking about it and they're like, remember back in the day, the Shibuya incident. That's what I thought I was going to be getting. And I thought I was just going to like set the course. But no, it like flashes back and I was like, fuck, okay, whatever. But I really, really did like the first couple episodes. And you know, obviously we know that like Gojo is like super strong and he's like kind of broken, to be honest. Like he's just fucking crazy. Like his powers are just insane. But also like it makes so much sense. It's so funny that like, yeah, of course, no shit. Like we've seen it time and time again of like a kid possessing like crazy ass powers and acting accordingly, I guess, and like kind of like thinking he's the shit and like kind of like disregarding life in general, because he is just on another level. And they set up the season like that. And then obviously, you know what happened from the movie about Ghetto and Gojo's relationships. You're like, how did this happen? Like, this makes sense.
How did they get there?
But it makes sense for Gojo in the beginning. You're like, oh, like Gojo seems to be going down this path of like, do you want to just fucking kill everyone in this room? Like, you know what I mean? Like, and then it ends up Ghetto being the one who's like, oh, actually, I want to kill everyone. Like, it's just so funny how that works out. And
but that for me was why I was so drawn to like Gojo's character and why he is like truly goated, because and I didn't even really pick up on it the first time I read it, and when I reread all of the chapters to prepare for season 2, I realized like how much it was there the whole time, because there's always a cool character, Kakashi for example, because everybody always compares him. There's always a cool character in anime who's like supposed to be that guy. But Gojo like really is that guy. Like he just is. And for a series to like go all in on a character like really being that guy is just really fun and really cool. And to see how he got there and to see that he also like to be where he's at, he also has like sometimes he feels like very detached from like other people, especially like regular ass people, non-jujutsu sorcerers, like you said in that moment where he with the religious figures, and he was mad because of what happened to the star plasma vessel, but he was like, what if we just fucking killed all these people?
And that's kind of the difference. Like, I forgot what you just said. It sparked something and I just forgot it. Fuck. Like, the difference between him and Ghetto, like, in the way they think, because Ghetto just came to the conclusion, and like obviously there was things that happened for him to get here. Obviously, again, spoilers for season 2, we're kind of like all over the place, but after that death, I just think like that's what broke him. And I think that he saw regular people, as just like super weak, and if that person was a sorcerer and was capable of fighting, then that would have never happened, and they would have been alive to tell the tale. You know what I mean? So I think like that's my interpretation of like what happened, and the conversation obviously with Mommy.
Well, that too, but even the conversation that him and Ghetto had before they even got to where they were taking the star plasma vessel, like when they were talking about, well, what if like she doesn't want to assimilate, and they're like, well, then we just let her go. And even in that moment when Ghetto was going to let her go and wanted to let her go.
No, I know, but like I'm talking about like his, like how he went down the road he went on, because I think that he blames, like, I don't know, he thinks that that's just interpretation I have. That's just like my kind of like headcanon of like what kind of happened with him. Obviously things happen, but like when in that instant, with what's his name?
Which guy? Who? Give me a clue.
Zaddy.
Oh, you're talking about Fushiguro's dad. I always forget his name. Toji? Yeah.
When Toji did what he did, obvious, like, you know what? You understand what I'm trying to say? Or am I being confusing?
Say it again. Maybe it's just me.
So like
I get easily confused.
So maybe am I making any? Okay, tell me if to stop cooking, because I don't know where the pan is. I'm trying to find it.
Say it one more time for me.
So people, like, in the beginning, I was like, dang, I guess he just broke. Like after that moment, and after Ghetto broke.
Okay. I think that's why I was confused.
Okay, so Ghetto broke, but like my interpretation of like the main reason why he broke was because of that instance of the death.
Right.
That Toji caused. And what I'm saying is that like if that person was a sorcerer and wasn't a human being, then they would have survived, or they could have stopped it, or they could have fought back, but they didn't. So now he's like maybe he feels like guilty for some reason, like why was I given like the upper hand, but like now I just want to kill. So I want to kill everyone so that everyone's on equal ground now, and that can never happen again.
I get.
Do you understand?
I get what you're saying, but the only other reason I guess that like
that could be just a puzzle piece.
It could be a part of it, but the only reason that I think it could be something else is because I think his frustration was just that because it wasn't just about the star plasma vessel dying. It was about that other guy. Remember that Nanami was partnered up with, who died, and him just being constantly surrounded by death. And that death all happening because jujitsu sorcerers aren't the ones that create curses because they have a control of their cursed energy and can flow it a certain way. It's all the normal ass people who can't control it that are causing these cursed spirits. So they're protecting people from these things that they make, and it's causing death, like period, like
on both sides. Yeah,
on both sides. And he's just like, well, at a certain point, like, what if it's just survival? He's like kind of like Magneto, I guess, in a way. And he's just kind of
that's exactly who he is.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what he wanted to do.
Yeah. But I think he wants to like give, I don't know if this is, maybe I'm giving him too much credit, but I think Ghetto like wants to like give certain people, if they're like able and have the capability of like training in jujitsu sorcery and they're able to, like I'm sure he would let them live. He just, especially because that conversation he had, he just wants to make the world a place without curses so that this shit doesn't have to keep
But that's
happening.
Like the literal, like, that's like not the fastest because it's going to take some time, but like that is the clearest avenue for him. And after, I forget her name.
Just give me clues anytime.
I said mommy.
Oh, I forget her name too. I have a character.
You said just tell me.
Well, I mean, I didn't know who you were talking about. I thought there was a good chance I would know. But we're talking about the I think
Yuki.
it's Yuki, who was talking to Ghetto on the bench.
That was crazy for her. I mean,
who is also Toto's, I believe, his name. His sensei, his teacher, whatever, because that's why she kept asking Ghetto like what his taste in women was, and that's why he does that to Itadori when they're fighting in the and that's why the whole Jennifer Lawrence, that's where that whole thing came from. But I'm just gonna pop up the chat for a second.
But yeah, so
it's
just interesting, like.
How did you feel about because we're on the topic of Ghetto right now? How first of all, did season 2 like endear you more to like the Ghetto and Gojo relationship? Did it make things make sense?
Yeah, I don't know why I thought that, because when I started season 2, I was like, oh yeah, this is in the past and he hasn't died yet. And maybe I don't know what I was on in the movie theater because I don't know if I don't know what happened, but I think it's like kind of hazy at the end. So I thought I thought he killed him. I thought Gojo killed him in that spot because he was like, any last words? And he was like, and then he killed him, but you explained like, no, he let him go. And I was like, oh, or like he went away, whatever. And I was like, oh, okay, that makes a lot more sense because I thought he was already dead, which I kind of like endeared me a little bit too. I was like, ooh, see the past, this is already a dead man. Like, how did they get there? Like, yada, yada, yada. But it wasn't. But you can attest to this because I was enjoying it so much. I was enjoying all of the characters. I really did like love the sacrifice.
Oh, yeah. She was great.
She was so cute and funny and sad, and I was like, oh, this is a great start to the season. And I love seeing a young version of the nurse.
I'm a sucker
she's so fucking cool. Like, she is like, she looks so much like Nobara, which is funny because they both have like short brown hair, but she's just so badass. Like, she's just smoking, and like people are like, teenagers smoking. Like, she's got it like that. Like, she's so cool. Like, even when like we find out that like, oh yeah, you just murdered a whole fucking village. Like, she comes up and she's like, oh hey,
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
like,
what's up? You
yeah,
good?
I just wanted to ask you like why, and she didn't even rat him out. She called Gojo.
No.
But, you know.
She's like, yeah, hold on. Hey, go. Yeah, he's here.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
here. And Gojo's like, aren't you gonna do anything? She's like, hell no.
I'm not gonna fucking die.
Yeah, hell no.
I just love her.
Yeah.
She's so cool.
But I'm a sucker for that shit, dude. That's why when Rugrats All Grown Up came out, dude, I was there. I was there when it came up.
Wanna shout
When it premiered, because anytime
girl,
characters
yeah.
like that's why I like time skip Shippuden, like all that shit, because even in One Piece that time skip, like I just love it. I'm a sucker for it.
Yeah.
Gurren.
Yeah. I like yeah. Wasn't there like an episode where like Kimmy was like dating some guy or like she was going down the wrong path and Chucky was like, you can't do this.
I don't know.
It was a good episode.
Really?
It was a good episode. And like no one could control her. Like the Finster
The Finster, he's sick, dude. I love the Finster.
could not control her.
Yeah.
They're like, she's just at that age. And she was like being rebellious. Anyways, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. This is like maybe like too inside. But yeah, I really did. Yeah, Shoko, right? Shoko. She's so cool. Like I wish I got more to see her more. Because right when the time, like it ended and we went right back and I was like, you're like, oh, it's just like a slice of life episode. And I was like, oh, sick. And I was like, so we're going to go back. Like, we're just going to see. Because then Yuji and like the main three came up and I was like, oh, okay. So this is just like one episode of this. And you were like, no. It's like, that's it. And I was like, what?
Yeah, you were pissed.
I went, no,
Yeah.
don't do this to me.
But I mean, I really do think that going back and establishing and telling that story really did make me more invested in the events of the present, like all the Shibuya stuff, and even including that slice of life episode, which they didn't, or half of an episode, which they didn't really have to do, I think was a great way to, you know, again, endear me to these characters all over again, and to make me like care for them as like a friend group, as people, not just as like jujitsu sorcerers, to see them, you know, just be teenagers or whatever.
I know. They're just literally not as cool. They're like, they can't even come close to how cool Gojo, Shoko, and Ghetto are. Like they're on a different level.
Yeah.
Like they look like nerds. They look.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. They look like nerds compared to them. Like if you send them side by side, like.
But see,
I'm sorry. It's just like it's just like that. Like they just have it like that. Like they were just like so. I mean, obviously we know what happened to them, but
Naruto was so similar though, because like you got to see, you know, you have Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura, and you have Kakashi, right? Is their like mentor, the one training them, their leader, whatever. And it gets to a point where you get to see like his three, and
then you're like, damn,
who was training him, and you're like, damn, this shit is dope.
See,
dude.
like, yeah, I hate that. I love it, but I hate it because I'm like, oh, I want more of these characters. Like, I could watch a whole anime just off of like those trio, like that trio that we saw a glimpse of.
Same.
And was there a reason why Shoko just like wasn't involved in any of the missions and just didn't really do anything?
They said that her curse technique, you know, it wasn't really like, she was more of a healer, I guess. And Ghetto and Gojo were so, I can correct me if I'm wrong, chat, but like Ghetto and Gojo were just so strong they didn't really like need her to be there.
and then
Gojo got even stronger.
Gojo just said, never mind, I don't need anyone.
Yeah, and then he left. That's when he left Ghetto to himself. Do you feel like that all happened too fast? Because I remember at the time people saying that they felt like the whole Ghetto episode, like having one episode to show him kind of go from being, I guess from being like a good guy to a bad guy. And that's like,
I liked the progression though. You saw glimpses of it throughout the flashbacks, I guess, of like, I don't know, just his like demeanor, and like obviously after the events happened, his just whole kind of like attitude on life changed. And then there was just one instance where he's like, you know what, like these people that I can take out right now, like I am strong enough to just do this.
Yeah.
And it kind of like back to what Gojo said, like, do you want to just kill like everyone here because of what they did? And he's like, no. And it's like, oh, okay. But like they easily could have. Like one of them easily just could have. But going back like to everything that happened, right? Like obviously, I mean, okay, we need to talk about Toji.
Yes.
Okay. Because
Toji was
there's just like no reason for him to be that hot. Like Do you know what I mean?
It's too big, too long.
There's just no
Oh my
reason.
gosh.
Like what?
I
The
still,
manga could you say,
would,
you know what? Like I'm gonna like make the hottest
I'm gonna be honest.
villain.
I would still take Gojo and young Ghetto over Toji. Yeah.
Oh, you're fucking insane. You're fucking insane.
I mean,
You're
not
insane.
I'm not saying Toji wouldn't be a third. You know.
no. I mean,
Any day.
they're fine.
dude.
They're fine. They're fine. They're fine. Like they're fine. Like they're hot. Like now, as adults.
Well, I'm just saying, like as an adult, Gojo wins and beats everybody looks wise.
I do not.
También.
Toji, dude. Toji has to be one of the like. Come on, chat.
Come on.
Like, come on, you guys. Like, there was no reason. Like, there was absolutely no. Like, he's just like.
I mean,
He's just out here like that. Like, he's just out here like that.
he was. And that doesn't even a little bit like endear you to Fushiguro, to Megami. That doesn't make you care about him a little bit more now that you got to see like where like more of where he comes from, to see his father and to know what happened, what his
No.
dad did to Gojo. You said no.
Because they
No.
weren't even connected, dude.
Yeah.
They had no connection. He was a deadbeat. They both didn't give a fuck about each other. Like that's just how it is. Like they're related by blood, but they could not care less. And Toji is definitely hotter. Thank you. Yeah, no, I'm not saying he's a good person. No, not at all.
No, yeah. But
But-
some of the hottest people in the world are bad people.
Yeah. And we were talking, this was like the first time I was ever able to be in the JJK spoiler chat in the Discord, and I was like, oh yeah, Toji.
but be careful, because I don't know like if
No,
it's
I
a
know.
JJK spoiler chat, like manga spoilers.
No,
too.
I was just in it for a little bit, and then I
Yeah.
dipped out just to talk about what I was talking about. But yeah, I forgot who said it, but we were like, someone said like, oh yeah, like he's just like a bad, he's not the best father figure, but it is what it is. And I was like, yeah, but he makes up for it by being a zaddy figure, or
Yeah.
like being in having a zaddy figure. You get it?
I get it. I get it.
But yeah, I understand why the internet went feral, because I saw, obviously I saw like things online. I saw
His thing online.
No, I saw things online for people being like, oh my god, this guy's so hot.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
It's
all
too
I
big,
saw online.
Too long. Oh my gosh.
I'll bet
Gulp.
that's all you saw. Gulp.
But you can't fix him. I'm not trying to fix him.
No,
I'm
you
trying-
like him.
I
I take you as you are. It's the fucking Jesus shit right there.
I'm not trying to fix him. And I don't want him to fix me.
Right.
I want him to
Quite the opposite. Quite
But I
the
will
opposite.
say,
Are we saying that Toji or Yasop is who's a worse dad?
ooh,
And who do you? I mean,
probably Toji. I mean, Yasop at least knows his son's name.
that's
He
true.
forgot-
That's true.
He
That's
forgot his
So
son's name.
Toji's worse for sure.
Yeah. But anyways, that worm shit though, that was nasty. And that reveal of like,
Oh yeah, yeah.
and then Ghetto's just like
Yeah.
the nastiest face, like, what the fuck is that? Stomps him out.
Yeah.
But that shit was nasty.
But even that shit too, like the whole like heavenly pact thing, like I don't know if it was like introduced in season 2 or if it was talked about before, but that like idea was so sick. Basically that like by making a heavenly pact and having 0 cursed energy, like 0, he was undetectable. He was invisible. And that's why he had to like eat that thing, because he hit that line of like, aren't the organs of an invisible man like or invisible too or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But that's how he was able to do what he did. And his plan of like tiring out Gojo with the
That was
bounty and all that, like,
crazy.
so smart,
was
so sick.
crazy. And like, I mean, of course, like we'd be obviously remiss if we didn't talk about, obviously the animation it's always been
fantastic.
fucking sick. So it is.
How do we
Just-
feel about Ishin, by the way?
Who's
Ichigo's dad. He's a good dad.
Ichigo?
Ichigo's
Oh
dad.
yeah, he's hot too.
I mean, he's hot, but is he a good dad?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good dad.
Yeah.
He's there with, I mean, he's really there with his daughters a lot. And he is there for Ichigo too.
No,
but
he should be with it. Ichigo doesn't need no dad right now. Like Ichigo he does not need to be told what to do. He does not need raising at this point. I mean, Soul Society is raising your kid. You
At
have
least-
Soul Reapers raising your kid that are like hundreds of years old. Like
Right.
I think he's got the knowledge
But
down.
also, Ishin got the most important thing right. Fucking being there. Like,
Yeah.
Like that's something that Toji, that Yasa,
and he's always there, like for Ichigo. Like
Yeah.
Ichigo's like, if Ichigo wants to talk, he'll talk. But again, he needs to be with his daughters because they're not a part of that world.
Yeah.
Like he's not a part of that world anymore. Ichigo is completely. So he just lets him do. He trusts Ichigo to do what he needs to get done.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't know. I don't know if he's getting updates. I doubt it, but I mean, bro, like what's happening right now? Like I would be concerned. I would be,
Yeah,
but
dude.
he's kind of like knows though. Like his
That's
dad
what's
knows
kinda-
he's like the chosen one. Like he has to do this.
That's what's crazy is like he has to know to a degree like all the shit that Ichigo's like kind of going through, even if he doesn't know exactly. But he's still a good dad. He's still a good dad.
But yeah, animation just popped off. I mean, the Gojo fight, him and Gojo, like that was so sick.
Yeah, dude, Toji and Gojo.
Mhm.
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude.
Mhm.
All of Gojo's fights were so sick.
And the death, I mean, I knew. I was like, okay, obviously. Like, there's
Obviously,
no way
yeah.
he's dead. But I thought it would be kind of like a situation where it's like he rose from the dead like 3 days later or whatever.
Mhm.
But he rose pretty quickly.
But even that too, like I don't know. I feel like I'm starting to I'm starting to understand it better, or the fights are doing a better job of explaining like what's happening. But I feel like I don't know, like all of the way that the techniques are used and explained are just so sick. Like even Gojo trying to learn how to do, I forget the name of the attack, but the red attack. And then like mixing the red and blue, and how he always has to have this thing constantly. He always has to have it constantly running, which deteriorates your mind. But then he's got his other thing constantly regenerating his mind, and it's always on. But it's like it's got this perfect checks and balances.
It's a nod to the Matrix.
Whoa, dude.
Red or blue?
Whoa, dude. Purple. Both.
I'm going to be
Purple.
honest. I've only seen the Matrix once, and I think I was maybe like
Did you see the other
9
ones?
years old. No.
I stand by.
I don't remember anything. I remember like it being like simulation shit.
I stand by the other, like the trilogy, the Matrix trilogy, being good.
I mean, that's not bad.
I don't know, but there are people who just think that it got way too crazy.
I heard the third one is good.
they're good.
They're good.
They're good. They're good. Bro, I was watching all the like the original trilogy. I even watched the Animatrix, dude. I bought the Animatrix DVD,
yeah.
and I was like getting extended lore through all these like short stories. But yeah, I think that just that explanation was so sick, and yeah, that he, even when they throw the pencil in the eraser and he can like determine in real time, because we already knew about like his power of infinity and all that stuff, but yeah, that he can like discern in real time like which is more threatening. That's why the eraser hit him and the pencil didn't. Like it's just, I don't know, man. I think that was so that's what I needed. Like I needed this shit to get into the rest of the series. And by the time we cut back, I was way more invested in what was going on. Because
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm invested in the Gojo Ghetto relationship. That's what I'm invested in. I'm not really that invested in like the Yuji Sakuna relationship, or
I like
like
Sakuna.
I like
a lot.
Sakuna more than
Yuji. Yeah.
Yuji at this point. But I'm a sucker for what's happening right now. Exactly at the end, what we see, or what's caught up of everyone kind of meeting at the same place, and they're all from different squadrons or like whatever, different team ups, and they're trying to figure out what's going on. But I mean, yeah, obviously, like Gojo did awaken his devil fruit. I'm kidding. Sorry, everyone's gonna fucking kill me. he awakened and now he has like the the water eyes, the wave eyes,
I think it was,
and they're like, Gojo, what happened to you? And he's like, no.
and he is kind of like in those first moments when he comes back. That's what I mean. Like, he is not really all there, dude. Like, he is fucked up. There's a blank look in his eyes. Like, he is sort of, because they're talking about, they're talking about Tengen, and they're talking about all this shit with his technique that has to happen every 500 years or whatever. But at the same time, because they say that if he doesn't assimilate to this like vessel every 500 years, and he will start to evolve and lose his humanity. But there are moments where I'm like, does Gojo, like, is he at risk of losing his humanity too? Because he's just like, I don't know, dude. Sometimes he's scary.
Yeah.
Sometimes he's scary. But what'd you think about,
yeah,
I guess, the slice of life episode, and then the 2 episodes that we get with, I think it's Mekamaru is his name.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's like another one. I love Miwa so much. I relate to her so much. Like having romantic feelings for a robot. Like, bitch, that's me.
That's you. That's you.
That's
100%.
literally me. Like, she is me. I am her. I love Miwa, and obviously that was so heartbreaking. That was so heartbreaking. I saw I think it was in the JJK spoiler chat, but the similarities, and even watching it before I went to the Discord, and I was like, oh yeah, no shit. And there were screenshots of that episode 7, right? The last one.
Yeah. I'll see if I can pull it up.
That was fucking Gurren and Ava. It was so sick. I mean, immediately when I saw that robot, or like that bigger guy, I was like, oh yeah, like that's so sick. And even down to like the beams were kind of like shaped like those crosses, or like sparkle effect, and the yelling of like the berserk, like it was so sick. And I loved it. I loved it so much, and it was very sad. I was not expecting there to be like a rat, and they're like, we have to find this rat, and I was like, oh shit, there's one amongst them. And I remember seeing the robot in the season 1, obviously,
I think it's Mekamaru.
Mekamaru.
I'm gonna get better at memorizing the names.
Mekamaru, yeah. So crazy that he healed him, and then he looked.
Well, to me, what was crazy is that it was like the use of time. This time that he had stored, and like him being able to use that in his fight, and so he was using like years at a time. That shit was fucking crazy, dude. So here are some of the just side by sides that were posted. I'll kind of see if I can scroll through and show you all of them. But it's crazy because we just watched Neon, and obviously we're watching Gurren right now. So this like hit even harder. Let me see if I can scroll up to the top. So this is from Big Bone 99 in the Discord. Shout out. Actually, let me get rid of this border real quick.
And let me just shout out a super chat that we failed here. From Conrad Corbel. Thank you so much, Conrad.
Shout out, Conrad.
I meant live action Sanji actor, but my brain fart. Oh, he said he looked like live action. You look like Taz.
But he said a drawing of Taz.
Oh, a drawing
I think
Taz.
that's what he said.
Oh.
So I still don't know, Conrad. Jury's still out, but I'm going to just say thank you for now, even though I feel like that's going to come back to bite me in the ass.
And from Terrence Matthews, thank you so much,
son,
Terrence.
Where'd you find this?
Shout out,
You two
Terrence.
should watch OPEPs 1074 and 1076 together. We plan at some point to do that.
Yeah.
It's just been kind of rough with like editing and stuff lately.
Yeah, bro. I'm going to be honest, dude. These reactions have been fucking killing me. Both of us. They've been killing both of us trying to get these up. We have the episode, the OPLA episode 4 reaction. It just took, like, we put a version that YouTube finally accepted. It doesn't have the logo on it this time. We're really trying to do our best to edit it in a way that, and look, I'll just talk about this for a second because I kind of wanted to talk about it anyway. I know that some people do. I know that some people do the timer, and some people, do their little cutaways and their little actual animations, which I actually would like to do. But like I've said a million times before, dude, I just, like, me personally, I just can't. No matter what, I can't bring myself to do have a little timer in the corner. Like, I feel like there needs to be some sort of visual aid, and that's just me. Yeah, you know, I don't know. We're trying our best to edit them in a way that, even though it's the opacity is lowered and there's an image over it, that it still is somewhat possible to see and hear. But it's hard. It's hard. I was waiting for what you were going to get me. What sound you were going to get me.
Yeah, it's hard out here. And we are just two people. So it's pretty rough sometimes. But
we did release... oh, no, wait, that didn't come out either. Oh, no. Because we're still trying to get through the Gurrens and stuff, too.
Yeah.
I just exported a new version before the live, so hopefully the next Gurren reaction will be on Volume 1 Plus. Like, it could potentially be as early as, like, tomorrow or the next day.
Gurren?
Yeah, the new Gurren reaction. But a new, like, episode 20 and 21 uncut did come out for Patreon members today. And then the OPLA episode 4 uncut will come out for Patreon members tomorrow. So I'm just saying all that. And shout out Terrence, by the way. Thank you so much for your support. I'm just saying that because we do want to get around to it, like Mehgan was saying, but it's just, you know, we've really got to figure this shit out, man. Like, we really got to streamline it. We really got to
work on the schedule again.
On the schedule again.
Mm-hmm.
We've been talking a lot about that behind the scenes.
Yeah. And to bring us back to the discussion, thank you, Avatar Desto, for the dono. Thank you so much. Been a minute since I've got you guys live. Glad you're going over that JJK greatness. It only gets crazier from here.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I can't wait. I told everybody that I'm reading, like, after Shibuya, after season 2 ends, I'm reading.
Yeah, I can't, it's kind of crazy that we are talking about it.
Yeah, I know.
At all.
I know. It's cool, though. It's really cool. When you suggested it, you're like, now that I'm caught up, like, we could talk about it. I was like, really? Really?
Yeah, I mean, the only other anime I've been watching, like, I am not caught up on Zom 100, which, like, I don't know why. I'm maybe waiting for next month so I can just, like, binge it all and watch, like, a zombie show. And I'm watching, like, the wonderful, oh my god, I always forget the name.
Oh, let me show these comparisons, because
oh yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
No, while you do that, I'll cue it back up. So until you are able to find it, let me just go through this real quick. But don't forget. So this is from Big Bone 99 in the Discord, who was just kind of taking us through. Oh, it's Tiberius right here. Why did that happen? Why did that do that? Sorry, let me cut back. Let me find it all over again. Just when you think
you're, like, really far. There you are.
Yeah. Just when you think you got it all figured out. Why did it go? Okay, now it's doing what I want it to do. All right. These are some of the side-by-sides. And like I said, it's surreal because we're obviously watching Gurren right now. And even as we were watching JJK, we're like, oh my God, dude. Like, with the drills and, like you said, with the Berserker moment.
Yeah.
Like, it is homage, but this is what I mean about JJK being a series that is really doing the smart thing, which is taking from every other series and putting their own spin on it and doing it in a more modern way. Like I said, with their own spin. Like, they ain't just taking shit and stealing it and claiming it's original. Like, and it's just like the best example of how, I don't know, a series, like a natural, like, evolution of a shonen should like progress. And I like when things go completely different directions and do completely different things. But in terms of, like, a shonen, to borrow from all these other ones and really just, like, take them to the next level,
yeah,
is incredible. Is incredible. But yeah, this is the Ava moment right here. Crazy.
So sick.
Crazy, dude. I'm fucking obsessed, dude. I actually really liked those episodes. I liked that fight a lot.
Yeah. It was sad as hell. Like, I saw an edit to like some sad ass music of Miwa,
Him and his girl.
and I was like, oh my god, my fucking heart. And he's like, I'm just gonna go to bed now, or like I'm gonna just sleep. I literally have it right here. I'm literally gonna cry again. But yeah, it was really good. It was really good, and then now we're here. And I, me, I love Halloween. Who doesn't? I love Halloween. So I'm just happy that this is on Halloween. This is happening on Halloween because it gets me in the spirit. I'm like pumped. I want Halloween to be here. I would have decorated the studio already, but I know I have to wait till the end, more like the end of September, so that like when episodes come out in October, it'll be decorated.
Yep.
But I do like Miwa. I think that's someone I would cosplay.
That'd be fun.
From the JJK.
And
I don't really know.
I'd make the whole
That'd be
suit out of
crazy.
foam.
It would be her or
There's so much
so
cosplay
many.
potential. Mehgan was like, you should cosplay Gojo. I was like, no, I would want to, but
why
like,
not?
I just feel
I'll
like
cosplay Ghetto. That's what should be for Halloween for our Halloween stream.
I'm down, but you have to be like, not have to be. I don't want to say that, but like me personally, I gotta be better because Gojo is what we all aspire to.
I mean, bitch, I cosplay Nico Robin. Okay.
But you look
I
great.
think you can cosplay Gojo. I mean, like, that is a completely different caliber.
But remember, people were saying Nanami too.
You would make a great Nanami.
And
you just have to shave and then get the hair right,
and
it would be actually identical.
You know what's funny is because not only do I think I could do, and I that one I can see.
Okay then.
But
Gojo is not that different of a build than he is.
But it's not. I guess it's not that.
Because Nanami looks older.
I mean, he does. But it's funny because me and Nanami looked the same when we were younger too. Me and Nanami looked exactly the same. This Nanami had a glow up, dude. This was me. I had my hair long, bangs in the face, dude. Like
I need pictures of you, like, because I know that you dyed your hair.
Mm-hmm.
But how old were you when that happened? Were you in high school when that was happening?
I dyed my hair black when I was in high school, probably
and you let it grow out?
Freshman, yeah, probably a freshman or sophomore or something like that.
Oh my god. Because you have very light hair. Because when I dye my hair black, you can't really tell when it's going to brown because it's like a really dark brown. But I can't imagine you with like completely jet black hair and then like your roots are like kind of like really light brown.
When it started to grow out, it looked really bad, and I didn't ever.
You never redyed it?
No, I never redyed it.
That's such a crazy leap.
Yeah.
To just never
I mean, I was a high
it.
school boy. I don't know. I didn't know how to, like, I don't know. I didn't know what I was doing.
You didn't do it yourself?
I think my grandma did it because she was a hair styler.
She was like, "Are you sure, sweetheart? Are you sure you want to do this?"
What's cool about my grandma is I'm sure she questioned a lot of what we did. But if we ever went in there and like wanted her to like cut our hair a certain way, like for the most part, like she would listen. I mean, she would do whatever we wanted her to do, which I think is really cool. Because some family members would probably be like, "No, I'm not doing that to you."
Well, I wanted to dye my hair when I was younger, and my parents didn't let me.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Because that was like in middle school. That's like obviously when like scene and like emo style was like rampant. So I was like, oh, like mom and dad, like I want to cut my hair, like dye it like pitch black, and then get the raccoon stripe, a purple raccoon stripe on my bangs when I tease them, because I used to tease my hair like big. I used to have like big
raccoon stripe.
That was the
stripe.
That was the look. You guys know, but I wanted to be that so bad, and I was so jealous when my friend got to dye his hair black, and he had like the whole thing, and I was like, "You motherfucker!" Like I'm so fucking jealous. But we got Par in the chat.
What up, Par?
Hi. Did Mehgan get to experience my first anime crush, Gojo?
Oh yeah, Mehgan caught up on season 2, but she's more of a Toji gal.
I mean, he's bad.
I'm a Gojo guy.
I know he's bad. I know. And even Ghetto can get it. Like, I don't know. I'm kind
Let's be real, dude. They can all fucking get it.
I'm kind of torn on the guy who can turn into animals though.
Oh, well, he's not. I mean, they're not humans. So, I mean, you do like that too, though. Actually, that might have incentivized you to thirst over him more. I don't know. She's it's fantasy land right now. She checked out. She went somewhere else.
When Gojo domain expanded, I expanded. That's what Par said. That's what Par said.
Oh, okay,
Not just
okay,
me.
okay.
Who's Mahito?
I forget too.
Let me look it up.
I like I said, I'm gonna get better with all the names once we start. Or once I start reading.
Mahito's the one that
Oh
can.
yeah, that's the guy. That's that guy. Yeah.
He did do really bad things, but
Mahito's cool, and that fight. I mean, he's fucking crazy, dude. He's absolutely insane, but he's cool.
Mahito, oh hell no.
And I feel like, since you like zombies and shit, that you would be all over that, drooling. Mafito. It's actually Mafito because he is barefoot. That was a good one, Tiberius. Yeah, I figured when you would see it, you'd be like,
Give me them toes.
Ew. It's Yuji with the fingers, and it's Mahito with the toes.
The fingies.
Or you could say Mahitos.
Mahitos.
Yeah.
Give me them Mahitos.
Give me them Mahitos, dude. Mahito versus Yuji and Nanami. That was sick as fuck. That was
so sick.
Season 1 shit though.
Yeah, Nanami's so sick.
Yeah, and Step B said, his feet stink too.
Yeah.
Oh, but I don't know. Do you like that better?
Well, people were saying that Toji is actually like canonically doesn't have a place to live, and he just sleeps at like people that he's seeing's house.
Oh, fuck.
So they're like, he stank.
Yeah, but it's kind of like one of them like earthy smells,
No, it's bad.
It's like one of those. It's like he's like a vagabond, and it's
like
it's kind of like, because sometimes you see some dirty ass people that are living that life, and you're like, damn, but they're doing it so well. They look so good,
Yeah.
Like they stink, but
it's like a pheromone, like
right, because it's all natural. And some people stink. Like some people's all naturals need to fucking.
But some people it's good.
Right. Yeah. Some people
it's good.
You're like, damn, what is this? I'm under some kind of fucking chemical, biological, like pheromone.
No, I'm like freaking Tom. I'm like Tom. I'm like lifting. Like my whole body's lifting, and I'm like smelling like a pie. And then I'm like, and I'm smelling like a pie, but it's Toji.
Ew! Someone fucking make that, dude. The old cartoon shit with the fucking pie in the windowsill, and it's Mehgan. She's like floating up to it, and then you just see his fucking toes coming out of the window. Oh, wow. That is disgusting, bro. That is nasty. She got the dog in her. Overall though, let's see, DJ War Ready, what is good, Volume 1, and chat, they still hate JJK or not. You know what? We're all the way around. I'm all the way around on it. I love it. I'm actually genuinely like obsessed with it.
I'm sorry.
Grant, no, this is getting out of hand.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna drop it now. Okay. Let's stop.
A beautiful lie.
It's bad when a beautiful lie.
A beautiful lie's like
to stop.
He's like, you know what, guys? I love you, but stop.
This is enough. But what do you guys think about the opening? I liked the opening.
Ooh, you like the first one a lot, and,
yeah.
and the ED a lot.
Yeah.
But the second one, woo, 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 woo. Hold on, let me do it like this.
When they're all like going to war.
Woo, 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 woo. I don't know the words to the song, but it's so sick, dude.
It's like, ooh.
It's like what? Do it again.
Ooh.
No. It's like this.
Ooh.
It's like woo, woo, woo.
Oh, woo, woo.
Yeah.
Ooh, woo,
woo. It's so sick. I love it, dude. That slow walk with the red light. Oh my god, dude, it gave me chills the first time I saw it. And now where it left off, we are actually in Shibuya. We are actually there. And so shit's about to be, going down and popping off.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see what happens.
We will see.
We will see.
We will see.
All right. So we're loving it. And I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to read it as soon as we're caught up on season 2. I plan on watching it weekly too, as best, I can. I might, miss a week here and there, but I'll catch up because I've been really wanting to experience this specific arc in the anime. All right, let's just move on now to our second topic before we get into our One Piece discussion, which again is going to be at the very end, and we'll let you know before we go into that. But I just really want to talk about this for a second. It's not. Here's the thing. I don't take any of these fucking people seriously, but unfortunately, they have broken through the fucking the noise and they have made themselves known, and their voices have even reached the animators of Bleach, the 1,000-Year Blood War arc. So I just again want to bring this to people's attention because I think it's really important to support these animators. Oh, one of the ads was kind of wild on this page. But yeah, these are just fucking these are fucking losers. So let me just pull this up.
Careful.
I know, right? So Bleach animators face death threats following the 1,000-Year Blood War episode 22 release. And as I was going through some of these articles more, it's so infuriating because not only is this series that is near and dear to so many people's hearts back, and not only is it back with Kubo at the helm,
but it's better than ever.
But it's better than ever, and we are lucky to be getting it, and at the quality that it's been being given to us. It's absolutely absurd. This season, this core has been beautiful and fantastic. It's
how much more could you?
What do you fucking want?
Ask for?
And the thing is, like I said, part of me, says I don't take these people seriously because I feel like they're just fucking.
No.
They're either not real people who don't go outside, or they're fucking trolls who are just trying to fucking start shit on the internet. But the problem is, it has reached the animators somehow,
exactly.
And they are not threatening necessarily is not the right word, but they are saying, look, if we keep getting these death threats, then we're not going to work on this show anymore. And it's these few people that are ruining this shit for everybody. And I don't know, dude. These people are sometimes.
People that send death threats in general are the most degenerate people ever. And that's just with anyone. There's creators, I get it, who get death threats for what? Talking about anime or saying a wrong thing about Naruto. It just doesn't make any sense to me. And like you said, they're not in tune with reality. They could say whatever they want over a keyboard, and I can guarantee you if you went to their house and said hey, did you send me a death threat? They'd be no.
Yeah, they'd be fucking scared.
Yeah, they'd be scared. So
they'd be fucking scared because these people are fucking sad people. These are sad individuals.
Yeah.
And are we saying, and I feel the need to say this every single time, are we saying that you're not allowed to have criticisms or critiques or nitpicks of anything, especially, this core? Not at all. If you think that it's moving too fast, or if you think that
they shouldn't have cut this, or they should have included this, or added context to this, or
at least you're giving your own reason for why you might not be enjoying this particular core. But to go as far as to death threats?
No, but you're sending this team of people and animators exclusively death threats on something. You're saying that oh yeah, you're the animation that you do, your job, you're doing it terribly, when you could never even attempt to do it yourself at all.
You can't fucking animate shit. I'm sorry. I don't know what you do. I don't know what you do. You probably don't do anything. Honestly, you probably don't have any conversations with anybody in real life.
It's crazy. How I could never tell someone oh, you're bad at what you do, and I can't even do it myself.
Plus, do you know how overworked these people are in the first place? Do you know how little time they get to see, you know, their family and live their own life? And I get it, dude. Like, I get it. Like, as a fan of something, there are going to be times when things are adapted in a way that you don't enjoy. But it is never that serious or never an excuse to ever go so far as to seek these people out online and give them death threats, dude. I mean, it's why the creator of Attack on Titan was fucking scared to go to a convention and even had to tweet about it. Like, look, dude, I'm just going because I do, like, bro, you're taking the joy away from, you know, these stories. And I know that once he got there, the real fans in the audience like treated him with respect and he had a great time. But the fact that like there's
a group of people that
who made him feel like he had to be fucking scared.
Yeah. But yet they're still consuming the product. That's what's insane. They're still, these people that are sending death threats are still going to watch it week to week.
Yeah.
Are still going to consume Bleach. Are still going to say they love Bleach.
Yeah.
Make it make sense.
For real.
You can't do that. You can't do that. I just have no, it's like the same people that, which is crazy, that can't differentiate an actor playing a character in a TV show when they do something that a person probably would never do if it wasn't written on a script, like Game of Thrones. People sending actors death threats for what their character did in the show.
That's just a whole nother. Those people need to be they need to put in an asylum. These people too. They need to be put in an insane asylum.
It's insane.
Well, these people probably need to be put in jail. And
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's just a whole nother level of delusion.
It's insane.
You're not even fucking living in the real world. I don't know. Like, the internet has poisoned your mind.
Yeah, that's what it is. I mean, it's just the internet I mean, they would have been sending death threats if they didn't get an anime adaptation of the 1,000-Year Blood War arc. They're sending them now because they are getting it. It's just way too confusing, and it's reaching people that do not deserve it. The harassment is just so uncalled for. I just hope they know. It was trending on Twitter, like people just saying, like, you know, like, support the Bleach
but
cast.
That's what I love about the Bleach community.
Or not cast, but like, you know, team and
the
animators. The
Bleach community stepped up and created a hashtag to overwhelm these animators with support. To show them how many people are out there.
To show them how many, like, how
that love and respect.
And how small those people really are in comparison to the people that are actually enjoying it.
Yes. And so this is one of the tweets, right, from one of the people working on the show. Well, it's okay to complain, but I think you should stop giving warnings and threats of harm. As a result, key staff members may become fed up with the project and leave, leading to a decline in the quality of work. It's like, okay, you're complaining the way you're complaining, then you fucking do it. You fucking do it, because they're going to leave and you're going to have no show. And I don't know, dude.
No, it's just like the prime example of like people ruining it for everyone else.
Yeah. This is what made me the most mad, though. This article cites this as one of the reasons, and then there's some tweets that I wanted to pull up, and it's from one guy. And I am embarrassed to have this fucking person in the One Piece community. Okay, he's not a One Piece fan to me. He's not a Bleach fan to me.
Shit. Who?
This fucking guy. I'll pull up some of his tweets because his icon is a One Piece. It's Luffy, and he's saying that, like, whatever. He's saying horrible shit, but then he says, like, this is why One Piece is better, whatever. Like, I am embarrassed. I'm just embarrassed. I'm embarrassed to be in the same fandom as this fucking individual, dude. And that's why I think collectively we should just kick these people fucking out.
Kick them out.
Kick them out. But this is what I was really mad about right here. I mean, even Kubo has been the subject of death threats in the past. This is something from the hashtag thank you to all the Bleach staff, which is really nice to see. People supporting them. But it's not. Was it on this article? I might have missed it. But right here, there were reports. Let's see.
Josh trying to cancel people. I mean, this guy has been. It's all over Twitter. It's all over articles. Yeah.
Right here. There was a scene in question that objectified Orihime in the manga, and it wouldn't have suited the mood of the episode either. And you're mad because they cut that. Bro, of course you are. Of course. Oh, shit.
Oh, my God.
Oh, shit. What
Whoa.
oh, this was one of the ads that Mehgan saw. Oh, shit. Go scroll up. Of course you are. Of course you are. Of course you're mad. That's why you're mad. You fucking loser, dude. Like, this is just so crazy to me. And this is a real thing. I know that sometimes the internet can, and Twitter especially, fucking sucks and can seem louder than
Yeah, it really does suck.
But the fact that animators, again, the only reason that we're even talking about it is because animators were, like, felt the need to comment on it. And I want them to know that they're supported too. Damn. Where is that? I think I had a tweet pulled up, and it's this fucking idiot right here. Let me see if I can find it. Shit, I spelled it wrong. Sorry, guys, I can't spell. It's also funny to be like really mad and then not be able to spell something. This fucking guy right here, dude. So yeah, his icon is Luffy, and he's whatever. He says, well, it can't be helped since people from this era who care more about good animation, in which Bleach right now barely moves and looks like a slideshow with good art.
I mean,
he's a fucking troll, dude.
Yeah,
and
that's all it is.
You know what? To a degree, you know what? I like.
It's really not. That's like, it's. How can you read that and say like, yeah, you're totally right? I mean, it's just troll.
You know what's frustrating to me is like,
that's it.
Why the animators are even listening to these fucking idiots? Like, why the animator?
Because it's not just him. It's a bunch of people.
I know.
And it's like with anything that you do, you know, people. If you get like one bad comment, you could be like, oh damn, like, you know, is that really how it is? Is that really how, you know, I do things? Like, you kind of, it's like that second guessing of like, is it? You know, people like gaslight you into thinking that that's true, or like haters gaslight you into thinking that it's something's true about yourself or what you do, but it's just not the case.
Yeah,
and that's it.
This is just real loser behavior, dude. This is just real goofy. Not even goofy, honestly. It's loser behavior. And yeah, I mean, have criticism, have critiques.
It's really not that. I mean, serious.
But this guy, you know, I mean, he's the one that people keep like pulling up because I guess there are more exchanges with him. But I don't know. I don't want to spend too much time on this fucking idiot. So we don't have to talk about it for too much longer. It just makes me so mad because like Bleach was something that was so special to me, and I am so grateful to have it back. Like I said, the way that we all have it back. At this quality, at this insane quality,
yeah.
With Kubo being involved. Not only that, but him like being able to sort of like get a second shot at like refining this story to make it even better, to give moments to other characters that he felt like he didn't have time to. Like, this to me has been a W for Kubo to get to tell his story the way he always wanted to tell it. A W for us because we get to see it. And it's just, and, you know, and the fact that there are these people online that can't like have anything, like, I don't know, I'll go be off the grid, dude. Be off the grid then. Yeah,
I know, it's funny. Like, even Par saying like best way to live on Twitter is like just ignore people. And someone else said it too. GDJ and Par tweeted this too. How he was so excited, or like has been having a really good time with like the real positivity for like the One Piece live action and One Piece in general, but that's all gonna just like completely go down the drain, and his respect for everyone's gonna go down the drain. I'm like verbatim, but when like the bath scene happens, when that gets animated with Yamato, like how we're just gonna go completely like 10,000 steps back,
right,
when it comes to people like saying their opinion,
right.
And because JDJ said, "Who's ready for the Twitter drama that'll happen in the bath scene?"
Yeah, because it comes in waves.
We already saw it.
Yeah, it happened, and it's gonna unfortunately fucking happen again when it gets animated. Like, I don't know why this fucking like affects anybody, or why this fucking changes the story, and why this like fucking matters. Like, you know what I mean? Like to people who like I don't know, dude. I'm just going through it, dude. I'm just going through it, man. Like like what it comes down to at the end of the day is just like have conversations, dude, and just hate. Like I'm tired of people
meet people in real life
and just and talk. And I get it. There's a frustration on both sides. Like people on both sides don't feel like anybody on the other side wants to hear what they have to say, that they only want to like push their agenda onto the other person. But try to just listen and try to, and that goes for anybody, you know, like even if I'm talking to somebody I don't agree with, like I'll try to listen to them. I'll try to hear them out. And then I'll give, it doesn't mean just by listening, doesn't mean I have to agree. But the moment that conversation becomes hateful and the moment that like conversation becomes about tearing people down, then I'm fucking out. Then I don't need to be a part of that. Like I don't want to be a part of that. And like, why does it have to, why does it like have to come from that, dude? Like, I don't know, dude. Like people just like, I don't know, man. And there are things like, yeah. I'm just going through it, dude.
It just sucks that it even has to be like a thing that we have to prepare for, you know?
Because the conversations themselves, like I want to just be clear about something. Like the conversations, like having the conversations, like that matters. Like having the conversation matters. What doesn't matter when I say that, what doesn't matter is that like, I don't know, people are acting like this fucking changes the entire story for them. Like it's this fucking
they act like Oda
ruins the story for them.
They act like Oda didn't like put it in purposefully or for a reason. Like everyone's just reading way too much into it. And it's like, it's really not that serious. Why can't it just be that? Like,
yeah.
It's like so serious. It's so serious.
A story about fucking joy.
Exactly. And that's like some of the One Piece fandom too. Like it just gets so toxic for no reason.
For real.
For absolutely no reason. Like we're talking about One Piece. Like like how can you be like how can you have the takes that you take by like and being a One Piece fan? Like it completely contradicts each other. Like
yeah, it does.
Yeah, but anyway, there's people in the space. I mean, that it's not going to be toxic. Like, there's people that literally like have opinions on the internet, and you can believe what you believe in, and that's it.
Yeah, and you know, it is it's a tightrope for me personally that I walk, right, where you know I do focus on the positivity within the community, you know, and I think that One Piece has the One Piece community, pretty much every community, honestly, has a side, a large side, a dark side, but a large side of it is also positive, and especially like with the positivity of the live action. But then even with that, there were these people who were like, "Oh, it's taking too many breaks because of the live action." Like, I hope it's not because of the live action. Like, bro, like. Go see a movie, dude. Watch something else for a week. You know, like read something else for a week. You know what I mean? Like, because you're gonna have this story forever. Like this story is gonna. It's not like he's stopping. Like he's taking a break, dude. It doesn't matter if he released a statement saying I want to take a break just because for no reason, for absolutely no reason. Then what does it matter if it's for the live action or not? My point is, it's a tightrope because like. On one hand, like, you know, like we just got to be better, like everybody, like me included. Like there are things that like I could do better and be better at when it comes to certain things. But, you know, it does become unhealthy when you become like fixated on the negative side of things. And that can kind of affect you in a negative way. So it is, like I said, it's about that balance and not letting these people ruin anything for you, focusing on the positive side of the community, but also like standing up for yourself and standing up for the thing you love when people are just being hateful. But this Bleach shit really got me so hot, dude, because this core has been so fun. It's been so fun, and like the precedent that it has set for like shonen battle series that fucking moves it's just been a joy to experience. Every episode being a fight. And I know that means that some fights get really condensed, but as like a viewing experience, it's been great. It's been entertaining. It's been hype. It's been something to look forward to every single week. And not to mention it's beautiful. Not to mention, like, the Grimmy and Kimpachi shit was crazy. Like, crazy. Like, the Bambi shit, all of it has been, the Giselle, I mean, all of it has been incredible. And the fact that these people just like reached the ear of the animators and affected them and hurt them and upset them in a way that made them want to stop creating or think about the possibility of stopping their work on this thing, like, that's what is so upsetting, because of like something as crazy as a death threat, dude. Like, grow the fuck up, you know? God damn. Loser shit. Anyway, we need a palate cleanser before we go into the One Piece stuff. What should we do? Is Par still here?
Yeah.
Are you though, Par?
I just need to go to the bathroom.
Oh yeah, go to the bathroom.
Okay.
Go to the bathroom. You gotta flush yourself. Flush it all out. You know what I mean? Par said, my response to everyone is gonna be, the Eastern society has mixed bathhouses. Par, I think Josh would be better if he put an eyebrow slice thing. You want me to slice my eyebrow? Because of the haircut. Cool haircut. Okay. All right. I don't think I could pull it off, dude. And I don't know if I like what that says about me, dude. I feel like that gives out like a certain kind of like eyebrow, like an eyebrow slice. That really says something. Like, I want people to look at me a certain way. I don't know. I walk different if I slice my eyebrow. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if I like personally for me what that puts out there. Let's see. Abel said, I just don't understand spewing hate at the creators who I'm sure put a lot of effort and I'm sure want the show to be amazing. I mean, absolutely. These people are freaking, like, again, they're working so hard. So hard. As it is. Tess said the community live. Let's just, while Megan's using the restroom, let's just see what's popping over there, because we haven't had a chance to catch up on it. Where is it? I was trying so hard because the scroll wheel on my mouse is broken, and I was trying to go to our server, our Discord server. I think I was like deleting servers, like not like anything in the Volume 1 server, but like other servers, and I was panicking. I was like, oh fuck, am I accidentally like leaving people's servers? Let's see. I'm in the community live section now. Blood on the tracks. Let's see. Beautiful Lies said, what is this? Blood on the Tracks has ended today. After 6 years of serialization, it was a great chapter. Blood on the Tracks ended? Well, now we can read it, dude. That's what I was waiting for. Megan's back, by the way. Hi. Motherhood drama Chino Wadachi, Blood on the Tracks by Shuzo Oshimi has ended today. After 6 years of serialization, it was a great chapter. Final volume 17 will be out September 28th, 2023 in Japan. That's fucking crazy, dude, because the last time I had checked in with this series, they had done like a time skip or something. You hurt yourself?
Yeah.
And so I thought that based on a quote that I had heard from the mangaka,
it was a time skip, but the series ended.
But I thought that something about the quote made it seem like that was the interlude.
It was.
Damn. So I thought we were like halfway through the story, but it ended. Well, now I gotta read it now that it's a complete story. I think we got a couple super chats, donations. Make sure we're all caught up on all the other ones. A Beautiful Lie. Let's go. Super. Can you talk about the aliens in Mexico? LOL. I think we were.
It looks so fake.
Is there a picture?
Have you seen any of it?
No.
You haven't seen anything that's been posted?
I have literally been stuck in Premiere, like editing, like, and watching.
Look up Alien corpses, Mexico.
Here, let me. Alien corpses, Mexico. Okay. Corpses. Because I did see that NASA was going to do like a debriefing of something.
Images.
These are it? What the fuck? What the hell? Bro, this is me if I didn't quit drinking right here. This is me if I never got sober. What in the Indiana Jones shit is this?
They presented them. They presented them.
I don't know.
And they
dude.
claim that they're 1,000 years old.
Oh, they're tiny.
Yeah.
They're tiny. They're little guys. Bro, these are little Grogus right here, bro. What the hell? Look at these fucking jokers, dude. Why can't... I mean, I don't know, dude.
I mean, it looks so similar to E.T., it's like almost laughable.
Non-human alien corpses displayed at Mexico's Congress.
This is a glimpse into our future. That's our funeral right there.
Yeah,
That's both of us in our caskets.
This is the volume 1 funeral right here. Dried up.
You should hang them up for Halloween. We should be them for Halloween.
Oh, I want to make one.
We should be them. We should be them for Halloween and be like, oh, what we go to a party, like, oh, what are you?
I'm the Mexico alien corpses. You know, the ones that were displayed at Mexico's Congress, believed to be 1,000 years old.
Mexico Congress, 1,000-year-old alien corpse.
Damn, dude.
Isn't that insane?
Yeah, this is also some Crystal Skull shit too, because you know the Crystal Skull had the big old noggin, you know, back of the head shit. It is some ET shit too.
It really is. It really is.
I mean, come on, dude. How
can you unveil that and be like, here it is, you guys. This is a real.
I've seen better props at Anime Expo, to be honest.
This is real. It looks like a freaking Yamamoto child.
Now, here's the thing. Do I want...
From 1,000 years ago.
Ooh.
My army from 1,000 years ago.
Do I
the
want
Yamamotos.
this? Do I want this to be real? Yes.
I mean, what? Okay.
Do I want
so
it
you
to
have
be
a
real?
corpse.
Yes.
Okay. You know what I mean?
I need to make a poll, dude. I need to see what everybody else thinks. Because me and Mehgan are on the side of this shit is wild. NASA did a debriefing already. Oh, I thought it was tomorrow. Oh, aliens are real, Parsad.
That's what they're saying. They said they've known it for like...
Me waking up from a 20-hour nap.
Chocolate. Are they selling chocolate?
Do you get it?
I think I'm gonna...
It doesn't.
Sorry. I was just trying to make that poll. Sorry. Okay, do it again. Chocolate. It's still chocolate.
I can make a poll.
Because I can't, I think because this thing is pinned.
No, I can do it. What do you want?
Oh, because I have the Volume 1 Plus. I'm in the Volume 1 Plus.
You're
account.
gone. You're gone.
I'm gone. I'm goofed.
So what do you want?
Do these, are these real aliens? Are these real or fake? Are these aliens real or fake? Oh my God, Josh is making them. Yeah, dude, I got hit up. I didn't want to talk to you guys. I didn't want to tell you guys about it until it was revealed. But I was hired by this company to make some what I thought was Halloween decoration. Honestly, I thought Halloween's coming up because they said, hey, can you make me 2 little guys that don't look like they're from Earth? And I thought, okay, well, maybe it's for someone's front yard. So I just got paper mache. And
I like this point that A Beautiful Light made, which is very true. Aliens are real, but how is this going to help pay for my student loans?
That's true.
And it's
but here's my
people are people don't care because everyone is struggling.
Everybody is struggling. But my point is, and my logic is, if you give me concrete, actual proof that they're alive and real, and that it somehow affects, that's the thing. Nobody cares because it doesn't affect them right now. These are 1,000-year-old corpses. It doesn't change their life. If they were real and if they were upon us, then I would be like, I am not paying my student loan, and I'll bet there'd be so many other people who are like, like, what are we even doing? This, why are we even doing anything if they're actually here? But if they're not actually here, it's like when a friend tells you they're still an hour away. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not getting out of bed yet. I'm not doing it. I'm gonna wait till you get here. I'm gonna wait till you get here.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I made the poll. I was distracted. So, are these aliens real or fake? Yes or no?
Yes or no?
Okay, so real is
Yeah, I don't know what you did, but I mean, it was an honest mistake.
I'm sorry. Are you guys really disrespecting our government?
I'm like,
I'm sorry. I just don't understand.
I'm like Luffy, dude, fighting the government.
I just don't understand. I just don't understand how are these corpse. What are these things?
What if they're corpse parts? What if they're saints? What if they're saints? And those are corpse parts. And those two guys in that picture have been given stands, dude, because of it. These guys right here. Oh, fuck, I didn't want to do that. These guys right here are now stand users because of these corpse parts. That's a hard word for me to say. Another thing too. Let me just say this before we move on. Everybody is so obsessed with the idea of aliens from outer space. But after a conversation that I had with Mehgan's cousin Nolan D liar, my mind was fucking cracked wide open, because there are still things in our own world, in our own plane of existence, that we do not understand. Gravity and dark matter and all this stuff. Like, there are things that we don't have like scientific proof of and understand, like, full knowledge of. And he was talking to me about the idea of the telescope being, or the microscope rather, being invented. And before the microscope was invented, we had, like, people had theories of what, like, made up the universe, made up humanity, but didn't know.
Or bodies, or fingernails,
right,
or hair follicles, or.
And what the invention of the microscope was not just that, but it was a direct line of sight to another world. Like, this is a, bro. Okay, chill, dude, chill.
No, you're spitting right now, dude. You're
chill.
spitting.
Yeah, dude, that's good.
No one says that when they smoke weed.
You can tell I don't smoke weed. You don't tell.
Shit, that's good. That's good.
Oh, damn, that shit is really good. That's how you know I don't smoke at all. But you know what I'm saying? Like, that was like, that is a whole, that is a universe. That is the universe, another universe, right? So everybody's saying, like, oh, what about these, like, other beings from outer space? But what about these other beings that exist in the same reality, or a separate reality on a different plane, or within, like, our reality in a different plane? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, dude. That's what I'm thinking. Like, we got to start thinking bigger, dude. We're still thinking like we're making, like we're making a movie, like we're making some sort of like sci-fi Star Trek shit. We got to start thinking. Actually, Star Trek is pretty lit, dude. I mean, they go into some pretty, like, really cool concepts. What?
Nothing.
I'm just saying, dude. I'm just saying.
I was gonna say maybe the joint isn't actually like what you're doing. Sounds like you're on something else.
Come on, like DMT or some shit. I'm on. What am I on? What am I on?
If you don't know,
The
poll. You guys vote. Are they real or paper mache craft, guys?
Oh, you remade it.
Yeah.
I just clicked real aliens for fun, but I don't think they're real.
Body shaming the poor ugly alien mummies.
Josh likes Ant-Man confirmed. I'm just saying, dude. I'm not a scientist, dude. I'm not a theoretical physicist. I'm not Neil deGrasse Tyson. I'm not Carl Sagan. I'm not Stephen Hawking. But what I am, you know what? I don't even know what I am. I don't even know what we are. We are so much more. We are everything. All of us. I wish I had some like different music other than sad music to play. Not that music. Anyway. All right. Yeah.
No, that was a really good rant.
There was another super chat that
Sama.
we didn't get to.
Sama. Maybe we're the aliens, Tess said.
Can you pull it up on your end? Because I'm not logged into the right.
What? Pull up what?
The super chats.
Okay.
Please.
From Mecha Troy, thank you for being a member for 11 months. Let's freaking go.
Let's go.
One Piece live action was dope. I have my nitpicks, but all in all, I had a positive experience. Same.
The live action?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Dude.
Same.
Yeah, dude. We talked about Hype Hunter 2, and he's doing some really cool shit, man. He's wanting to. He was showing me some of his other content and like telling me some stuff he wants to do. I'm gonna show this because I think it's really fun. But we talked a lot about the live action, and he said he wants me and Mehgan to come on and do this kind of video with him. I think this is such a great idea. Like, this is totally up our alley. I just gotta figure out how to search it. It might be buried. Don't laugh, dude.
Oh, it's like this most simple. Like, you
Shut
can edit
up.
for hours. You can do things that, like, oh my god, how do you even do that? But you can't search for a video. You can't navigate Discord.
Well, within someone's
you can't
like
turn off a notification sound.
within someone's
It's crazy.
like, okay, how do you do it within someone's like page? I'll
You
just
have
do
to-
this. I'll do this. You have to type it in the search bar. Okay, but there was another way I was doing it before that was better, that was more efficient. See, because it's not here either. So don't, before you come at me, come correct. There was a way I could search
I am
it
correct, though.
in his actual, like on his actual channel. Mehgan,
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
Mehgan, help me out.
What do you want me to do?
Vamp for me or something.
Vamp. Hey, champ. I know you're looking for that lamp. Maybe you could go see the Cramps
Okay, Vamp isn't like,
at
doesn't mean you start doing
at
slam
the
poetry. Oh, here it is.
camp.
Thank you, Mehgan. That was exactly what we needed.
You're welcome.
So he had Recon and Laffy Traffy, and they did a Best Girl Rumble. It was like Baby 5 and Carrot, and who are they? They're fucking Abani right now.
Oh shit.
So I think the game is WWE something, Royal Rumble, something like that. I don't fucking know. But he made all the One Piece girls. You know how everybody's always doing. And we I think we did a like a bracket tier list. You know, people are doing those all the time. And he was like, I want to try to do something a little different. And so he did this, and he had all the best girls just fight it out, and you know, that determined who the best girl was. And I think this is so fun, dude. And so he wants to do one. He wants to do another one. And then he said he's even working on some
Smoothie.
some YouTubers.
Or that's not Smoothie. That's what's her name? Huh?
Oh.
That's not Smoothie. That's oh my god, what is her name?
Nami is fucking her up though, dude. That's all I know.
What is her name?
I don't know.
You know the sister?
Sometimes. Oh, Yamato's in here too. But he's even working on like some of these characters, but designing them like after YouTubers.
Brulee, yeah, that's what it is. Yeah,
that's not Brulee.
It was Brulee.
That is not Brulee.
It is. That's what I was looking for. Par said,
Ulti.
LMFAO, wait, did you know Cole is doing this with YouTubers? They made me fight Zoro fanboy, lol.
What? What? Cole is doing this too?
Ulti!
All I said was that if they're doing YouTubers, I need to either A, fight against par.
Oh yeah.
I have to. Either fight as par or fight against par. I would like to be par in a fight. That would be funny too.
Yeah. That would be fun.
Yeah, I have the vid on my second channel. It was insane. Damn. But this shit looks so sick, dude. I'm still not convinced. I mean, I guess I'll take your guys' word for it. This just doesn't. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. Dude. Maybe I'm tripping, dude. I don't know.
That's probably like the
closest you could get it.
Yeah.
Damn, this shit looks so fun though. Anyway, shout out Hype Hunter. Let's go, dude. Sick. But yeah. Sai and Par tag team me and you.
Yeah.
Let's go. Par, this is a challenge. If somebody can make the skins, and there's got to be some sort of consequence, dude. There's got to be some sort of consequence. Loser has to do something. I'll do it. Do you want me to get my ears pierced? I'll do it if I lose. What do you want? Make your own stakes. But I promise you that the V1 team is taking you down in the ring. You know what I mean? He said, "Wait, what? We're gonna have a Royal Rumble. Don't back out now. Don't back out now." And Mehgan, yeah, will probably carry us, but as long as we win, as long as we get the dub. All right. Now I think no yawning allowed, Mehgan.
I'm sorry. The espresso that I drink, it's being kind of residual.
It's being kind of residual.
I don't even know what that means.
I don't either.
I don't know what I'm saying.
Oh, I wanted to.
Hopefully, I can just pass the threshold and get more loopy than anything. That's what I'm hoping for. But I'm ready. I'm ready to get into it.
Me too.
I'm ready to get into it, though. I will say that.
Me too. Let me just do one thing really quick. Fuck. Sorry. Let me find the right screen.
E.T.
Because a beautiful lie posted. Why can't I find?
You're dehydrated. Honestly, yeah, probably.
Probably, dude. She stays dehydrated.
Teehee.
This is what a beautiful lie posted.
What?
It's a video. Gotta watch it.
They're them. Oh, it can't be played.
Oh, fuck.
Shall we?
It's because we gotta pull up on X.
It's just showing them again?
Humanos que no son parte de...
Can you translate?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, rewind it. Translate for everyone.
Okay, this is gonna expose how little Spanish I actually know. And hopefully it's not too loud. I lowered the volume right now.
Son seres no humanos que no son parte de nuestra evolución terrestre y que después de desaparecer no hay una evolución posterior.
Whoa. Okay, I like seeing it in motion. These guys are really cute, and I want them to invade our planet. They're really cute.
Maybe they're dehydrated. Maybe they're bigger.
Oh,
well, over the years.
Autónoma de México, quien realizó los análisis de carbono 14, estos seres tienen alrededor de 1000 años de antigüedad. Es decir,
I mean, he's just saying what he said, like 1000 años. I think it's like
what did he say in the beginning?
1,000 years. In the very beginning.
Son seres no humanos que no son parte de nuestra evolución terrestre. Y
something I think about Manos' hands were the hand of a new like extraterrestrial or something. I don't know. I piece it together and I use context clues. So I can't give you a. I can't give you a perfect.
No hay una evolución posterior.
But they don't have they like evolution. I don't know. Fake Mexican. I just blame it on the white side.
De acuerdo a la Universidad Nacional Autónoma de México, quien realizó
He said Mexico.
los análisis de carbono 14, estos seres tienen alrededor de 1000 años de antigüedad. Es decir,
I don't know, dude, but all I do know is that they look fucking cute, dude. I've come kind of around on them, and I don't even think they're ugly.
I want fan art now.
I do too.
I want fan art of them like hanging out.
Me too.
Mm-hmm.
Me too. I wanted to show because I saw Beans in the chat too.
There's no evolution beyond that one.
Okay.
Okay. Ramon also said he said that they are humans who are not part of our species, and there's no further evidence of evolution of them after their extinction. Straight out of Dan to Dan.
Dude, I heard something a long time ago.
Okay, I'm ending the poll now.
Something a long time ago about.
Dang, 53 said they're paper mache and 46 said real.
Oh, wow. So real won?
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit.
No. Real didn't win. I said 46% real.
Oh.
53% paper mache.
Oh, okay. But it's still pretty close.
Yeah.
It's still pretty
46
close.
knows the truth.
I wanted to show the thing that Beans made. Oh, right here. Yeah, since I saw Beans in here earlier, shout out Beans. Beans D Zaru or Beanzaru on Twitter, who did this like really cool art of me and Mehgan as transponder snails, based on like our
I love it.
done piece art. This is so sick, dude. The details in it, like the crown of L's.
Mm-hmm.
That's the Frankie pattern on the shell. You know, Megan's got the hoops and the necklace. This is so sick. Like, this was so cool. So I just wanted to shout out Beans, dude.
Thank
Love
you so
Beans.
much. We're obsessed. It's so cute.
And then the last thing I wanted to mention before we go on to talk about the chapter is I just want to thank everybody for supporting or checking out, if you got the chance to, the video that we did that was a little different for us, the pre-recorded variety show, the Love Hotline. That was a lot of fun. That idea, and I think that me and Mehgan kind of talked about it, and we know how to do it better next time. But the whole idea was to be able to kind of talk about things in a pre-recorded way so that we could spend more time on these like games and bits towards the end and put more editing into them. Now, I did fuck up the way we recorded the audio, but you know, this shit right here was so funny and was so fun to do.
I would say I'm a content destroyer.
That was funny.
Whoa.
You know, my job is pretty stressful, and I have to watch over a lot of people. And you know, there's been this guy.
And if you
for a
don't know,
while.
we had to
Pretty
guess
much, like,
which
my
anime character was
whole
calling
life,
to get
I've
advice.
known this
So
person,
Josh had
and
to
he
guess
just
what
never
character
really,
I
like, tends
was,
to reciprocate
given the clues
same
I was
feelings I
I was
have
giving
for
him.
But lately,
And the idea is
been-
to, and I won't reveal who Mehgan is here if you haven't seen it yet, and then I go on to do one.
We don't see how this could work out. And I'm being completely honest and being brutal here, okay?
That's
And I want you to hear
And then Mehgan had to do her eyes in confession.
genuinely love how smart and intelligent you are. You are amazing.
Which I know was painful. And so shout out Mehgan. And again, shout out everybody who went over and watched that.
Yeah, thank you guys.
You know, we're just experimenting with ways to, in a podcast format, talk about a variety of different things. And the reason that which is kind of what the community shows are to a degree, but the reason that the idea of doing it pre-recorded was kind of enticing was because, again, of the amount of editing we could do, like within those bits and games and challenges or whatever. And then if there's anything with a consequence, like I know this one was like an in-studio one, but if there is anything with a consequence, because sometimes live they're so hard to like pay off, and then we say we're going to come back next week and pay it off, but then we get, you know, caught up in our own sort of schedule. But this would be cool because we could go out, like if it's a consequence that takes place or needs to be fulfilled out in the real world, like we could go do that. It was just like a fun, like our attempt at like a fun way to do something kind of new. So if you haven't seen it yet, check it out because we talk about a lot of other stuff throughout, a lot of topics. And then we have that challenge game at the end. And yeah, just wanted to mention that before we move on to the final segment. Also, I think we got one more super chat from Ramon. Let's fucking go. Comment. Oh, Mehgan, he called me a gringo here. Okay. Comment for poor Josh for not comprehending the something of his Spanish. White Josh.
You have to say it in Spanish.
Comment tu país por comprende le. Oh, the I don't know how to say this. Que le español gringo.
Losh.
Losh.
Bro, losh for real.
Or Josué in español.
What's Mehgan?
I have no idea.
Just Mehgan.
I have no idea. Maybe somebody else knows.
I'll look it up on Google Translate.
Yeah. Monty, the producer, working hard. Shout out Ramon again down here saying that was a fun segment. Thanks, Ramon. All right. And then once Mehgan figures this out, then we will reset. And while she's doing that too, so we are going to talk about 1092. Because, again, I have a wedding that I have to go to tomorrow. So we're going to talk about it here. And then as soon as we're done talking about it here, you guys will all get to, hang out with us live while we talk about it. What is it? Mojin? Mogin? I don't know if that's right, dude. Something about that doesn't sound right. What?
Maybe I have to do the other.
That's Japanese.
Mehgan.
It's just Mehgan. It's just, it's saying it like you'd think it would be said in a Spanish accent. That's what it is.
But I had to not spell my name correctly in order to get it to say that.
Wow.
Because if I spell it the way I want, I get this. And in Japanese.
Mujin. That's cooler actually. That's kind of cool.
What? So dumb.
Megano.
I like Megano. Yeah.
Vern, Buddy is addicted to stakes and consequences.
He literally is. Like, I'm
a
so
gambler.
shocked.
I'm actually not a gambler.
I am actually completely and utterly shocked
that I'm not a gambler.
That you never were into that. Even when you were like drinking, like it shocks me to my core because you love to gamble. You're like freaking Kakiguri over here.
Kakijoshi.
Kakijoshi.
That sounds crazy. Kakijoshi. Ow! Kakijoshi. She can't. She's done. She's done. She got up and she left. She left. She's gone. They're fun, okay? They're fun. Verm. She's literally on the floor in the kitchen. Shout out Blaze. Let's go. Guys, I read from Marine Ford. I'm gonna wait for Mehgan to get back for this. She's still recovering. She's still recovering from that. She's not back yet.
I can't believe it.
What? That's my anime, dude. That's my own anime. It's not nasty. You have a nasty mind. It's an anime about me gambling called Kakijoshi. Where I gamble. And if I lose, then I have to, hold up my end of the bargain.
Ooh, holy fuck. Oh, holy fuck. God damn it.
This is from Blaze, Mehgan. Shout out Blaze.
Blaze.
He said, guys, I read from Marine 4 to Whole Cake in the last 2 weeks. Soon I will finally be here for the chapter reviews.
Yay!
Bro, let's give a huge fucking shout out to Blaze.
Hell yeah.
That's so sick, dude. And see, this is what it's all about, dude. This is what it's all about. Blaze is finally catching up on One Piece. You know, we're finally, you know, have turned the corner and come around on JJK. It's just a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Love Blaze. Love talking to Blaze about all kinds of things, JoJo especially. So it's going to be cool that he's going to be caught up. And that's an insane amount of time.
Sick.
In the last 2 weeks, Marine 4 to Whole Cake. I mean, damn, son. That's impressive. And I just love that. Like, I love that, man.
I love Whole Cake too.
Oh, yeah, dude. Whole Cake is so good.
Yeah.
Whole Cake is so good. And that stretch, too, I mean, it's fantastic. I'd love to talk to you more about it. But
Wow.
yeah, dude, congrats.
That got me. Yeah. All right. So are we going to...
All right, so let me just say
Get
it
into it?
one more time so we're all clear on it. Let's see this real quick. Because I want to make sure we're caught up on the super chats, because again, we're going to release our discussion that we're going to have here at the end as a separate video. So we're not going to be able to read a lot of the super chats during, but we'll get to them like as soon as we're done, and we'll be like looking at the chat and stuff too. So it's not like we're going to be completely ignoring the chat. We'll be looking at that too. Well, that's just why I want to catch up on all of them before we jump in. So Beans, shout out Beans. Did y'all hear about the producers for OPLA have been planning and talking about 6 seasons with Oda, but hope it can go to 12? I didn't see that. I saw the producers talking about how fast they would be able to get season 2 out once the strikes are done or they come to some sort of agreement. And they said it would be a year, but that seems fast, dude. I think it's because they said that they have it mostly written, and they had it mostly written before the strikes. So they would just have to do filming, but that's filming, visual effects, editing. It's a lot of stuff to do. I think they said a year to a year and a half. So I just hope the quality, they maintain the same quality. I hope they don't feel this like pressure to rush it too much, because I think that's what made the first season so great.
Yeah.
But 6 seasons, that seems doable. I was talking about how far I really thought they were going to be able to get now that we've seen the pacing of the first season. And look, I think we all know that it's not going to get, you know, they're not going to be able to in any world adapt the entire story, but 6 seasons sounds good, and 12 would be even better.
Yeah.
But yeah, crazy. Damn, dude, there's a guy in the chat right now, and these are the kind of people that we're talking about right now. This guy, I've never seen his name before. Par Vision. Right here, it says, One Piece is so trash. Yuck, can't believe you read it. Wow, dude. Wow.
Oh, shitty.
You know what that is not?
That's Amor?
That's not Amor. Wow, dude. This guy definitely doesn't have the vision.
Not at all.
Blaze with another hot take alert. Dressrosa is the best. I don't even think that's a hot take, dude. Dressrosa is solid.
Yeah, Dressrosa is good.
For so many reasons. I mean, that's when we get the Doflamingo stuff, even the Senor Pink stuff. Like, it's super solid. That whole arc. It's a. I mean, I think it's the Rebecca stuff and part of like her character that maybe people like didn't love.
And it was just like the pacing when it was coming out.
But overall, and the yeah, but I mean, overall, it's a very solid arc, dude. Dressrosa is amazing. He's amazing. And the cat. No, that's Whole Cake. That's Whole Cake. Paladin Berserker Jedi with a member comment. Let's go. By the way, member for 16 months. Round of applause for Paladin. Oops, I hit it twice. Round of applause for Paladin. Have an amazing week, everyone. Also, Hobbits were real. And I posted the link in the Community Live Discord. Sorry I can't stay. Just stop by to say hi. Hi, Paladin.
Hi.
Always nice seeing you, even if it's only for a moment to pop in. I did want to say that I that's what I was going to say, and then I lost my train of thought. But I do remember, I was deep into conspiracy theories at one time, like deep, like really deep. And I remember a long time ago, there was this like pretty popular theory that, that aliens, not aliens, but like there was another species of like, not humans necessarily, but there was another species of, I guess, like intelligent life on Earth, on our planet, like thousands of years ago, and we lived with them. I don't know. It's been a long time. I don't really remember, but there was like an island or something. I don't know. But I think that's what he's saying, because he's got this link about their bones or something. Bones are their money.
Yeah.
Which says like hobbits were real. I think they found their like skeleton or something. But okay. Sorry, I could just hang out with you guys forever, talk to you guys forever. It's hard. It's hard to stay on track sometimes. But let me make sure I have everything queued up for the chapter discussion, and we will hop right in. So this is going to be a little different. Again, we're only doing this because of the wedding that I have to go to. And OP Scans was having some trouble. So if for whatever reason you're not able to read it, I think in the beginning, like Mehgan pinned a comment with the link to where she was able to read it, right?
I pinned a different comment. I'll send it right now.
This is just where we were able to read it. And yeah, so like I said, it's going to be a little different because we're going to set it up like it's its own video because we'll be posting it later. But, whatever. You'll see behind the scenes. This will be like we're recording it live with you guys. All right. Let's get into it. Also, real quick, Shine Yi Yint. Let's go. I know the OPLA is not 10 out of 10, but great to see a lot of non-anime fans enjoying OP and start the anime and manga watching live action. Make me love the main cast so much. Yeah, and my own personal success story of the live action adaptation was my brother. My brother watched it all, loved it, and has been intimidated or not really been like super interested in getting into the anime, but now is because of the live action. So that's all I could have hoped for. All right. Now we're going to do it. So we'll, again, get to the rest of or any other supers as soon as we're done. But let's get into this chapter. So I'm going to count us down like we're going into a real episode because it's going to be easier to edit that way.
Okay.
Okay? So everybody else is just going to be here behind the scenes with us right now. Let me make sure this is all adjusted. This is what the Patreon members get to see. All right. Ready? 3. Why did I start with 2? Fuck. It's already a disaster. 3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome to another episode of Volume 1. Today, we are reacting to / reviewing, discussing Chapter 1092 of One Piece, titled The Rampage Incident of Tyrant Kuma in the Holy Land.
Insane right off the bat.
Yeah, dude.
Finally. We get a glimpse. It's been a long time coming. Kumaing.
Oh, that's good.
And yeah, I was super excited when I read this title.
Yeah, dude. Cute cover page too. Love seeing Theo Jinbei in the cover. But yeah, man, I mean, this might be an indication that we're gonna get back to this story and seeing what's going to happen, and what we've been wanting to see for so long. Like what Bonnie saw, like more of that, and figuring out like what Kuma is after, who he's after, where he's going. Yeah. Which I don't even really have any good guesses as to where or what exactly he is after.
I mean, same with your fave as well in this chapter. He's questioning the same thing. So you guys are kind of like a lot alike in a lot of ways.
No, don't say that.
Because you questioned it and he's questioning it too in the chapter. So you guys are kind of like twins.
And we are posting this video to our main channel, but we are recording it live. So if anybody in the chat right now or anybody watching it later in the comments down below, what is Kuma after? What is he after?
Love.
That's what he's after. That's what we're all after.
Acceptance.
Bro, when I saw Kainu though, I was like, Kuma, dude, please do me a favor. Do me one favor. Fuck this man up. Do me a favor. I'll hold your Bible. Fuck this man up. You know what I mean?
It's like someone taking out their hoops to fight. Someone's like, hold my Bible.
Yeah. Hold my Bible. All right, so we're going to go through it beat by beat, and then we're going to talk more about it in detail. So I have it pulled up on a different screen, larger for me. We don't like to stay on the panels for too long because that could get us in trouble.
Yeah.
So where it opens is in Marijois and Kuma. Dude, Kuma is on a rampage, dude. The soldiers, they have him in chains. Good, bro. That'd be me too. That'd be me too if I stepped foot in Marijois and saw Charlos. That's what they'd have to do to me to keep me away from him, dude. Of course, he lets out an Ursa shock, and we see a Kainu.
Token it up.
I mean, he stays token, dude. A lot of people stay token, to be honest, dude. The lungs in One Piece. I mean, come on. Yeah, then we see, of course, we see the Celestial Dragons in the background, just being Celestial Dragons, doing what they do best, which is complain.
And yeah, literally complaining about, like, Kainu's there. He's, like, pretty much saying, I'm just trying to handle this shit, and you guys are just in the back hating on me.
Well, yeah, dude. I mean, they're
doing my job,
Yeah, they're complaining.
Handle it.
They're complaining because the Revolutionary Army has, like, cut off their food supply.
That's why.
But I'm going to say this, dude. The Celestial Dragons can afford to lose a couple LBs.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
They could afford to lose all of them and die.
Let's go. And we only say bad shit about bad people.
Yeah.
So, yeah, dude. I think they're doing you a favor, actually. I hate them, dude. I hate them. Anyway, so they're honestly they're in the way, dude. Akainu is trying to like do what they want him to do, but they're just like in his ear, bro. Ain't nothing more annoying than when you're trying to do something and someone's in your fucking ear. Let me do my shit. Let me do what I'm good at. It's like a producer. They're like movie producers. You know what I'm saying? And someone's trying to make a movie.
And they're evil too.
Yeah, and they're evil too. They're really evil too, and they think they're better than everybody else. Yeah, the execs, the Hollywood execs. And
that's what they are.
The ear. And they're saying like, oh, do this, do that, do this, do that.
Celestial Dragons are just like Hollywood.
2 high fives? Let's go.
I just keep saying things at you to get high fives.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Akainu's kind of very confused at this moment because he and many other people are have been convinced and are under the impression that Kuma is just a husk. So him doing what he's doing right now just doesn't really make sense to him. And he's trying to wrap his brain around like why or how are you able to do what you're doing? Because someone like you who's the same as being dead, pretty much like you are just a shell. So how on earth are you able to rampage like this? I don't understand. There's like a little piece I think of him left.
Absolutely.
And even Bonnie knew that too. We see it again with her interaction with Akainu. And I think that's why he's doing what he's doing.
I think it's also because we've seen throughout this arc, we've seen evidence that some of these traits are passed on.
Yeah.
Like we saw with S Snake, like we've seen again in multiple incidences throughout this arc specifically. And so I think that there's still some of Kuma. It's in his like DNA. I forget the exact term that is used, but I think that there is something that is a part of you that is unknowing to Vegapunk or whatever, or at the time was unknown to Vegapunk, being transferred into these it's happening to the Seraphim, it's happening to the clones. So I was
gonna say maybe like Vegapunk was aware, but you're right, he kind of admitted that he did not know that it went that deep.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So if I mean, it would like
and
make
I know
sense.
Kuma. I know this situation is different because this is still
No,
like
it is.
Kuma's body.
I think that I think that he is like, consciously drawn to Bonnie at this point because Oda showing that flashback again in this chapter.
Yeah.
I think it's telling.
But Bonnie's not there.
No, but he's going.
He's going to somewhere far away from where she's at, though. Like
Is that confirmed?
I mean, he's in Marijois. I don't know how close Marijois is to Egghead.
But that's just where he was, wasn't he?
No, he was because Dragon
was with
and
them.
Ivankov like brought him back, and then he fucking took off.
But I think maybe something connected to Bonnie.
Maybe. I mean,
it has to be linked to Bonnie.
Sure, I think that makes the most sense to me. That it would have to do with her
or her mom.
I don't know. I do not know. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not a theory crafter, but I don't know. Sometimes, I don't ever really have good
maybe it's too on the nose.
Theories or predictions, but sometimes you even surprise yourself.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it was very intentional to show Bonnie again. I just don't know.
Yeah. Lineage factor, by the way, was the word I was looking for. And like I said, I know it's different with Kuma because it is his body and his humanity has been stripped away from that body. But I think that there are still things embedded into our, DNA or our subconscious or the linear factor that even Vegapunk didn't anticipate remaining. And maybe, again, this all goes back to the theories that we had about him and Vegapunk and Dragon and Ivankov, like all kind of, we've seen them together. We know that they know each other. So they have something else up their sleeve. And maybe Vegapunk wasn't being transparent with the government about what his plans were. And there is a, what do you call it? Like a word, when an assassin hears a word, they come back, like all of their memories come rushing back to them and they're like, trigger word. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. All right, moving on to so yeah, we see Akainu attack Kuma and he kind of honestly fucks him up, dude. He kind of gets him good. And he sees, I still see you got some blood flowing inside of you. This is when we cut back, like you were saying, we cut back to Bonnie and Akainu's talking during this exchange where Akainu's talking to Kuma. And it's putting emphasis on this line that you can howl all you want, but Kuma's mind won't ever come back. He volunteered himself to become a combat weapon. She says there's no way he'd do that because it would mean leaving her. Like, why would he do that? And that's the big question. Why would he do that if it meant essentially to Bonnie, her father abandoning her? The only explanation is he would have to have a great reason. But what that reason is, that's what's kind of frustrating. I have no idea. That's why a story, or this story in particular, is so good, because I don't want to know. I want to be surprised, but I can't even think of what it could possibly be.
Maybe something connected to like Joy Boy.
Well, we do,
like all of these things are coming into place, and maybe he.
Well, there's something that happens at the end of the chapter, and I think it was Rumham in the chat who was saying that he believes that these two things could be connected because maybe a lot of the technology that Vegapunk based these robots and inventions on is based on the tech that he found from the past. And so since that technology seemed to awaken at the arrival of Joy Boy, then it could be causing these other things and these other systems, this underlying code, I guess, this hidden code to like awaken as well. So he could not be going after something for Bonnie or related to Bonnie, but it could be a task or something that he is fulfilling for Joy Boy. And maybe that's
Do you think
why
it's subconsciously, or like you think you think there's a bit of him left?
I don't, it's hard to say right now. I don't think that there is a bit of him left maybe like in this moment, but I do think it can be unlocked. Like I think it's in there somewhere. It's just not like he's not conscious of it yet, possibly. Because that is an interesting theory that that's why he's at Marijois. That's why he's where he is at, because of some, I don't know, some, like I said, some like underlying code that was awakened. Because we don't know the exact, I don't, maybe other people too, the exact time, because I'm bad with this shit, but the timeline of when everything is happening. So it could have been that the moment Kuma ran off was the moment that Luffy did, go Gear 5. I don't know. I'm just speculating and just wondering, possibly. If that is the case. Or could be the case, I guess, too. Anyway, so this is when we cut back where you headed off to, and then we cut to Egghead. We cut back to Egghead. And then we see the new pacifistas going after the mechanical sea beasts. And we cut to our first. Now, remember my prediction. This fight is lasting 2 chapters. And by the end of it, looking pretty good for me. What do you think, Mehgan? You think it looks
Possibly.
pretty good? You think I have a shot of actually being right about something?
Maybe
for once?
one shot.
That's all I need. That's all I need. One shot. Just give me one. But we see Kizaru fighting Snake Man Luffy. You're formidable, but a pirate like you protecting Vegapunk. What's the reason behind this? I mean, come on, dude. Why do you care? I mean, I know why you care.
Yeah.
But I just don't, after what you did to my crew, to our crew, you don't get to ask questions. Put up your dukes and let's fight.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, well, why do you want to kill an old man? And he said, kill him. Believe me, I don't want to kill him. I have to kill him, but I don't want to kill him.
Yeah.
And we saw this in the last chapter too with Sentomaru. Kizaru doesn't want to kill these people, but he is acting on order, so he has to do what he has to do. And this is a pretty devastating but cool panel here, where he kicks the, what is it, Vega Force 1? Is that what it is? Throwing Vega Force 1 all the way back and making it drop the Sunny, dude.
Yeah. I literally thought it was destroyed. And then I was like, oh, yeah, no, it's fine.
I was a little worried, too, not going to lie.
I was like, that would hurt. But you know what the highlight of this chapter was?
What's the highlight?
Frankie. At least trying to do something, right?
I mean, Frankie, if he has an opportunity,
at least trying. I feel like we've been wanting Frankie to do something this whole time in Egghead. Something, I don't know, he was ready to stand up and fight.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
And then he was like, oh shit, never mind. But yeah, that was so sick.
Always love a good Frankie moment.
In any of the Straw Hats, really.
But especially, like you said, a Frankie moment on Egghead, sick. We also see, him saying it's humanity's giant robot of dreams. Vegapunk is really fond of this Vega Force 1.
Yeah, he was very sad. I mean, all of them were like, are you serious?
I mean, he does kind of have a really strong connection to all of his inventions, though, which I do like.
Yeah, but I mean, we get to see, at the end of the chapter, it's kind of it's going to be replaced.
Oh yeah, by the true robot of giant robot of dreams.
Mm-hmm.
Which is again, I think, why it's such a specific choice of phrasing. And I know translations will change and be different, but yeah.
And Bonnie's flying.
Yeah, Bonnie is flying, dude. Good thing she's got plenty of ass to land on. I mean, Oda's the one putting them in these outfits, dude. And this could be a line, I'm waiting. I don't know how it's going to be translated in other. Okay, Mehgan, I apologize. That was too far. I apologize.
That was insane.
I know that you can put emphasis on this line. I know there's going to be other translations, so we will see what it ends up actually being. But let me pull up my bigger screen so I can see where Kizuru looks at Bonnie and says, "You've grown so much. Kids these days sure grow fast." Curiouser and curiouser for all those Bonnie is a child theorists out there, because he could be hinting at that, but he could also just be an older man commenting on how much she's grown up. Or it could be a little sinister. Just kidding. And he's like, kids sure do grow up fast. You know what I mean? Like, chill, bro.
There's
like,
always
chill.
that family friend.
Right.
Yeah.
That uncle.
It's not an uncle. It's like it's like not related to you. Like, oh my God, you're so grown up now.
Yeah. But they say it a certain way, or they say it over and over.
Yeah.
Like, they don't just say it once, like they keep saying it.
Yeah, they keep saying it. They're like, dance with me, you know? And you're like, no, it's okay.
You're like, no, I'm good. I'm good
on that.
But she's saying that she doesn't have a grudge against Vegapunk anymore. And she even tries to attack Kizuru. And this is like where you said, Frankie, does a fucking radical beam, bro. Finally. And it's, again,
tries to, at least.
Oh, tries to. But the effort, his heart was in the right place. His beam was in the right place. But then, yeah, he teleported. Kizuru teleported.
Yeah.
Fucking took off. Gone. Then we cut to the Vegapunks cracking the code.
Finally.
I mean, we knew they were going to do it. Dude, York ain't that smart. She's a Vegapunk, but she ain't that smart. No, she is. I mean, she is, actually. But, I mean, smarter than the Stella? Let's be real.
No chance. No chance.
Usopp is getting a little worried because of what happened to Frankie and the barrier.
Mm-hmm.
So this is where Kizuru shows up to where they're at, saying that their giant robot of dreams has been blown to bits. Their whole escape plan has been foiled when crashing through. We see Gear 5 Luffy, dude.
And am I mistaken? Like, Nami's seen this before, right? But have the other Straw Hats seen this form?
I think they've commented on it, I believe. But I you know what? I can also never quite remember.
Because I remember in Wano, like, obviously Nami was there and she saw him. But were the other Straw Hats, like, completely aware of what he looked like? Was it not just like, oh, I saw Luffy do this, you know? Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat, because I just wanted to be clear.
They had to have seen it. I don't remember who, like, I don't remember out of all of the Straw Hats who was there during the Lucci fight when he went Gear 5 again.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, but I do think they all, but there was that comment on it. They have commented on it. They have said things about it. But, I mean, their reaction here, I mean, still, even if they do know about it, because Nami is one of them, their eyes are still popping out of their freaking sockets.
It's still crazy. Yeah, Mr. Fan said they watched him on the monitors in Egghead. Okay, right. So that's what I was remembering. But, yeah, it's always such a treat to see him. And, yeah, we get to see, they just said, like, we can't escape. They can now, because...
the ancient robot.
He has awakened.
The eyes light up.
He has awakened. Okay? And this is
eyes
because
mysteriously
of, I assume, Gear 5.
Yeah, I mean, we saw Zunisha have a similar reaction, right? Joy Boy has arrived as soon as he, you know, I don't know if this will be a situation where maybe I am missing it. I'm just talking about the drums and being able to hear the drums. But it could be a situation where it's similar to Zunisha, the drums of Liberation start hitting. Bum, ba-da-bum, bum, ba-da-bum, bum, ba-da-bum, bum. And then it causes him to wake up. So clearly there is some sort of connection to even the technology from long ago. So this is absolutely fucking crazy and insane, dude. They're going to obviously be able to utilize this ancient weapon, this ancient robot. But what is its power going to be? Vegapunk made it seem like these things were more powerful than things that he even he was able to create.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's where the ancient weapons themselves, the ancient weapons, come from. Like that society. So it's gonna be fucking crazy, dude. And I think that this is what is going to cause maybe. Let me switch off a bit. Maybe Jay or the elders, I don't know, will either be able to feel this, will be able to like see this.
I mean, see it. I mean, that's what Kizaru said at the end of the chapter, right? Like, oh, this is what's been rumored.
Well, yeah.
So finally seeing it firsthand, you know.
But I'm not even talking about Gear 5 necessarily. I'm talking about this ancient...
The technology.
Yeah,
the technology.
This robot waking up.
Well, now, I mean, it was instantly taken away and then solved again with the Vegapunk big robot being taken out and being like obliterated. They're like, now we have now we do. So it was cool to have that like kind of tease at the end of the chapter, because I don't even know how it's going to, I don't know. We're going to see how it works.
Yeah.
And they might have, obviously an upper hand. Ha ha ha. An upper hand, you get it?
I get it. It's good.
It's Luffy.
Yeah, it's because he grabbed him like that. But yeah, I think, I've always thought and I've always said that the fight between Kizaru and Luffy can't last that long if Luffy ends up going Gear 5. I know that they're on Egghead Island, which has a lot of technology that can be taken advantage of, but that goes for everyone. That's why we could have potentially been introduced to the light gloves and all these other things, the holograms. When I was talking to Hype Hunter, I was like, how sick would it be if they all kind of got to use these pieces of technology like in these fights? Like Usopp was able to use the holograms so he could make his like kind of like quote unquote his lies come true, like a Contrame from Zatch Bell kind of situation. Like
it would be cool to see all of them kind of go up against Kizaru to be like, this is our revenge.
Because Luffy might, for them to all get their own personal revenge. Like, how sick would it be?
Because of Sabaody, like,
if like Luffy holds him down, and this might not happen, but still, like Luffy holds him down, and they all get a hit in on him. Like, that would be sick
to say. Because even Luffy said, like, I am not the only one who's been cooking.
Yeah.
My whole crew has been cooking. Like, he didn't say, I'm the only one who's stronger than 2 years ago. He said, everyone on my crew, we've all become so much stronger the last 2 years. So it would be really cool for all of them collectively to get a hit in.
That'd be sick. I mean, we know Zoro's got his hands full. I don't even think he's got his hands full. Zoro's got some crumbs in his hand right now. He's got some freaking cat food in his hand right now with Lucci. He's not, his are full.
And Lucci's like, meow.
Yeah. But it would still be sick to see them all kind of get their moment.
It'd be cute.
It really would.
It'd be nice. It'd be a nice.
But I always knew like it'd be a nice full circle moment for sure.
And we're getting all the Kuma stuff kind of at the same time, It's cool.
But Jay, Saturn, the Elder himself, the Glizzy Gobbler is gonna have to. He's gonna have to intervene at some point. That's why he is there. I mean, he's there for a reason. So I always felt like once Luffy goes Gear 5, Kizaru's done. I do feel like it could wrap up in the next chapter.
He's gonna call from Eam.
Yeah, maybe, because maybe Eam would feel it. Oh yeah, your Eam voice. Hold on, let me. This is Mehgan's audition to voice Eam in the anime,
live action,
or in the live action. Yeah, take it away. This is Mehgan Perrine reading for the part of Eam. Wow, dude, that was good. You got the part.
Thank you.
You got the part.
I'm looking forward to it.
But yeah, dude, I really don't. I think he might be more likely to feel this ancient robot awaken. Because again, if Zunisha is feeling it, feeling what he's feeling, if the ancient robot is responding to it too, then there are theoretically other people in the world that are feeling it too. Like, why are Joy Boy's companions the only one allowed to feel this presence? I'm sure his enemies would feel it too,
I don't know.
So it's going to be interesting. I think that it's still pretty likely that Kizaru could get taken out in the next chapter again, like we were saying last week, or for the last chapter. It could be another nice moment because he took them out so quickly the first time he came across them. But Jake is going to have to intervene. And that's when things are going to get a little fucking crazy, dude. That's when things are going to get a little fucking hairy, dude. I don't even know their power. It seems to me like Luffy in Gear 5 is unbeatable. But again, they could have something up their sleeve since they might have fought Joy Boy before.
Yeah.
So they have all these contingencies in place, all this knowledge, and of course they wouldn't share that with anybody else. So through Eam or through themselves are aware of how to defeat him, and that might be interesting to see them pull something out. Because sure, there are things like bubbles and stuff, but the bubble guns, whatever. But I don't know. I think they have something else. They have another contingency, because if there was another fight long ago between Joy Boy and his enemy, and Eam is that enemy that won, then he won or she won for a reason. Like they know how to handle. They know how to handle this man. But it's just going to be interesting to see. It was an overall banger chapter, dude.
Yeah.
Banger. So good to be getting back to Kuma. So good to see Frankie, holding it down. And to see that clash finally begin and to see more of it. We didn't get to see any Zoro and Lucci, but I don't really need to see it. As far as I'm concerned, he can get off screen like fucking like Robin off screen York, dude, for all I care. Because it just, he's not a threat.
Yeah.
He's not a threat. I don't know, dude. We're gonna get back to looking at the chat to see what everybody else thinks. But if you're watching this later, leave your thoughts, comments, theories, ideas, anything in the description below. And if you want to see the full version of this, we leave the live up so you can go check it out. We usually have other segments where we make our own predictions, called "Heavy is the Head That Wears the L," because I'm usually the master of L takes. But what's fun about always getting W's? You know what I mean?
You would say that.
I feel like yeah.
That's a deflection.
Yeah. Losers say that, not winners.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, because you're a winner. Mehgan starts with an M, which is a W upside down. And Josh, if you straighten out that little curve at the bottom, could be an L. Curve at the bottom of the J, you could turn it to an L real quick.
You just kind of flatten it.
Yeah.
Sit on it.
Yeah, you just sit on it. Yeah. Sure. That could be taken so many ways.
Yeah. I was like, wait, you could just sit on the curve, like, okay.
Yeah, sit on the curve. It got worse. It got worse. You were like, okay. And then it got worse. Anyway, again, if you want to see the full thing, we'll leave it up in the live section of our channel.
Yes.
But that's going to do it for our brief recap, review, discussion of chapter 1092.
Woo!
Give us an outro, Mehgan. Our outro that's always the same and never changes. What is it today?
Woo!
Until next time. Radical beam. No, that's not good. Okay, since we're live, the chat can help us, and we're not really ending.
I knew who knew.
We've done that. And Peep Tradition is saying how the mighty have fallen. He's still Pastor Lucci. He is still a pastor, and we still do attend his church. But come on, dude. If the pastor goes up against the king, you know what I'm saying? It's the king of hell, the Roronoa Zoro. Come on, dude.
Cocky Joshy.
Joshy.
No one will understand that.
God, it's hot. Oh yeah, that was funny.
Grab me.
Grab me.
Luffy.
Grab me, Luffy.
I don't know. I'm all out. I'm all out.
Something about Kuma. You always do this.
Kuma. More like
You don't.
This is
you
bad.
put yourself in a box with the more like.
Don't tell me what I do and do not do. You don't come up with shit.
Damn. We could say, I guess, grab me, Luffy. That sounds so.
That was
crazy.
literally the first one I did.
No. I know. I'm going through all the ones that you pitched. Chat, help. Chat, help.
No, we're mad. Don't
sell Josh's curve.
Oh my god. Okay.
And Terrence, we're not done. This is just
I know.
we're putting this.
Already.
Yeah, we're putting this video up later. So this is just an outro for the video that we're gonna put up.
Yes.
We're gonna stay
Kuma,
live.
I hardly knew ya. That's perfect. Thank you, Gabe.
I think we've done something like that, but we'll do it again. It's okay. All right.
Do you have anything better?
I don't.
Do you have anything better? We are.
I don't.
Well, Bonnie, you really
That's funny, but it's kind of sinister. I don't know. Kuma, I hardly knew ya. Okay. All right.
Perfect.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for any and all ways you show your support. And until next time,
Kuma, I hardly knew ya.
Finally got it.
Finally got
all
it.
Right.
Woo, woo, woo. Yeah. I think you did that already.
I think we did too, hot fart. But you know what?
Sorry.
We're going to keep doing it. I mean, we did it one more time. Thank you, guys. Sorry if that was awkward or weird, but we just don't have any time to record that later or go live later. So
yeah,
this is just so much easier on us. But you guys got to be a little behind the scenes right now.
Yeah. But let me get to the super chat from Terrence Matthews. I knew he was going to have to use Gear 5, and I'm not going to lie, I would have liked to see more of Snake Man versus Kizaru first. I mean,
I get that. That's valid.
Yeah, but Luffy's done. You know, Luffy's like, oh, I can use this now.
Yeah, and it was
especially with someone to Kizaru. Like Kizaru's pretty strong, so I mean, I would think that he'd have to pull out all the stops.
It was moving fast in the manga, but I think it is something that in the anime like will be like an episode. Honestly, it just feels like it is moving, right? A lot of these fights are moving so incredibly fast, and I get that. Like that's super valid. It would have been cool to see more of that, but the amount of panels we got versus how much screen time it could potentially get in the anime, I think it could be like stretched out a little bit.
For sure.
But
for sure.
I get that, Terrence. I get that for sure.
And another one from Ramona Villa.
Thank
you, Ramon.
It's so cool.
Thank you so much. Everybody assumes that the robot in Gear 5 are connected, but maybe it's something that Kuma did on Merjois yesterday.
Because
people were saying that maybe it has something to do with the big straw hat.
Right.
Or maybe Kuma transferred his consciousness to the big robot.
Damn. I thought that too. I thought like how crazy would it be if he was able to do that? But that thing has been out for a long time, and he would have to have done it on his own because Vegapunk didn't even know how to turn it back on.
I know, but maybe there's some way somehow. He said that's why I needed to become a cyborg in order to complete this greater good quest.
I mean, that'd be crazy too. That'd be crazy. I don't know.
Cracked. It's cracked.
Gabe said even York versus Robin might be in the anime. It could be. I mean, they will definitely make the Lucci versus Zoro stuff, whatever ends up happening. Yeah, they'll stretch that out for sure. But it'd be cool to see at least like a scene, like a quick scene. But also, it kind of does. Yeah, or just hearing that or something, because it does kind of show like how strong they are now. Like they don't
fuck around anymore.
Not, like they didn't show you the fight because it wouldn't have been entertaining.
No, it would have just been like.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
What?
Did you hear that?
The grumble, stomach grumble.
So it was like, oh.
Are we caught up on all the super chats?
Yes. Thank you guys for sticking around.
Yeah, thank you for letting us do that, dude. I know, like I said, it was a little confusing. I try to explain it, but sometimes I don't explain things perfectly, and then people come in late, you know. So hopefully it wasn't too weird. It didn't take you out too much. But like I said, we wouldn't have done it if we had any other time to do it. But as a matter of fact, as soon as we end this live, I got to start getting my stuff together and heading out.
Yeah.
Heading out. But it's been a really fun community live. I mean, we've almost been live for 3 hours. Hot Fart said, I'm hungry too.
Yeah.
Love seeing a Hot Fart in the chat, dude. It just brings joy to my, like, Hot Fart is like the joy boy of the chat sometimes because I just look and I like smile. I go, huh? And it makes me smile. I go, so do you want to make any predictions real quick? Because we have to.
Yeah.
Do you have any? And we could put them. I'll put them on this paper. We could transfer them to the book.
I think Kuma's gonna transfer his consciousness to the big robot.
That's okay. That's bold.
Winston said if he could transfer himself to another body robot, that would be crazy. His fruit would be more OP.
That would be crazy. Okay.
Testa's asking for your wedding fit on Twitter.
Where? Posting Josh's fit. I mean, I'll do it. He
wants to see you.
I'll do it, Test. I'll do it. I mean, it's gonna be pretty basic though. I mean, I'm not in the wedding, so I'm not going. I mean, I'm wearing slacks, dark gray slacks, black button up, black tie, black shoes, because it's an all black event, which
Death of a Bachelor.
I get is like to also be like classic, but like that's kind of it's like also like
goth.
what people wear to funerals too. You know,
it's kind of like goth though. It's like My Chemical Romance. Like, let's go. Like,
yeah, but that's not.
Go.
Trust me. That's me. That's not my stepsister. My stepsister is not that.
She's like Kardashians.
Sure. Yeah. If and that's yeah. So I think she's doing it because it's like a classic.
Not to like join the Black Parade.
No way. I'm joining the Black Parade. When I was a young boy, my father.
You have to change the words because you're gonna get copyright.
Oh yeah, right. He hit me with the chancla. Just kidding, it was a belt.
Oh, this is good.
Because I just had the father. When I was. No,
you started over again.
Yeah, sorry, I started it over. He told me that one day I grow up and I don't know. It's like the waters are too. It's too risky right now. Like
Jesus,
too risky.
Just make something up.
Yeah, but the road I started going down was not a good one.
You could have made it better yourself, though.
I could have, but I just
you weren't forced to say anything.
I don't have the impact pivot skills of.
You have. That's not true. You freestyle.
But like
better than anyone I know.
That's different than like a song. That's different than like singing a song. It's like Weird Al. Weird Al is good at what he does, but does that mean he could get on a track and just start freestyling?
Probably.
Probably because he's really talented.
He could do anything.
Okay, so Megan's prediction. I'm gonna write these down and then transfer them, just because again, this was a little different this week. Sorry, guys. Is Kuma's consciousness was transferred to the ancient robot
via his devil fruit ability.
Oh shit!
You like this?
Send his fucking soul, send his fucking
his last, like all of his energy for one last final, and then he's gonna see Bonnie, because that's how he could get to Bonnie the fastest, right?
But again, why would he go? Why is he going to Marijuana then? Why is he going there?
Because he has to do something.
He has to, yeah, I know he has to get something. He has to do something.
And then he goes like, and then she's like, Dad.
Don't compare Kuma to Freddy Fazbear. Don't compare Kuma to Freddy Fazbear. Let's see.
That's just mine, though. That's just my opinion.
Okay, let me see what my I'm probably only gonna have one to this chapter. Let's see. Mine is, I don't know. This is a tough one. Like I usually always kind of have a few, but I don't know that I have like a solid prediction, because I genuinely have no fucking clue what he's after. And if I just I could take one from the chat that he's after like a straw hat or something, the giant straw hat, but okay, I'm gonna put. Okay, So the robot is going to awaken, and someone's going to feel this. I do maintain that, right? Like someone's going to, like Jay's going to have to show up. Saturn is going to have to show up, and he's probably going to have to fight Luffy, which would make sense. But the weapons, So, because what if we get to see like Saint J Garcia versus a giant robot? Because maybe he does have knowledge of how to, like, I know that fruit is super dangerous, but maybe they do have, like I said, some contingency in place. So Luffy is going to be like incapacitated or taken out by Jay. And then like the robot, it's going to be up to like the robot. I just think that'd be crazy if like I'm talking to other One Piece fans or even other people who aren't caught up on One Piece or who like don't read One Piece. And I'm like, yeah, bro, we get to see one of the elders fight a giant robot. Like that shit would be kind of crazy. So I'm just gonna say that it's goofy, it's silly, it's wild, but the best L takes are, So we're gonna see a fight. So this is Josh's prediction. We will see an epic showdown with Jay versus the ancient robot. That's my prediction. So really quickly, Mehgan's prediction, and I do want to get new sounds and stuff for the this segment too. I really want to beef it up and make it good, but it's just been, or make it better. It's just been we've been busy. So Mehgan's prediction is Kuma's consciousness was transferred to the ancient robot via his devil fruit ability. Right? And my prediction, or L, inevitable L, is we will see an epic showdown with Jay versus the ancient robot.
These are probably both L's, but
maybe.
I like the idea.
But not everybody can be Parvision,
Yeah.
You wake up every morning and I'm like, damn, I'm still not here. Fuck. I go to bed and I say a little prayer.
Please.
I say, God, in the morning when I wake up, can I be Parvision? And then I wake up and I'm like, fuck. Yeah, we're gonna be catching up on a lot of stuff too. I see people asking about, or just talking about even Chainsaw Man. We, Ramon, Mehgan W again, L Common Losh. We are going to be catching up on a lot of
Losh for real
stuff. We kind of, every time we catch up on one thing, I feel like we fall behind on other things. So we got to eventually figure out when and how we're going to come back and talk about Chainsaw Man. We still want to find time to talk about Dan or Dan Dan. What was the other thing? Oh, JoJo. We still got to do our final JoJo video. Kev reached out to me today too, so I got to get back to him about setting up that stream as well. More just like new, different types of content. Variety, different, and a lot of it. So let me just show you guys this. Is this too much? I'm gonna do it anyway, but I just want to ask you guys if this is too much. So this is I have two thumbnails, right? For our reaction. And I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be honest with our community right here because they're the real ones that are here at the very end with us live. So OPLA thumb 4. I'm going to show you the two thumbnails that I made, okay? And I'll give you my logic. This is for our One Piece live action episode 4 reaction and discussion. So the first one is kind of basic, right? I tried to make it a little bit, it's probably too much if I'm being honest, but I tried to make it, I don't know. I just tried to make it nicer, I guess, like less, like, I don't know, like less basic, if you will. I don't know why I opened it up on this screen. That was kind of dumb of me to do. So let me pull it up here. So you guys let me know. I'm going to show you the two, and then we'll decide collectively. So this is the first one, right? Like I said, it still kind of is like more on the basic side, but it's not just a screenshot from the show, from the episode. And this is because, I know that there is going to be inevitably like a bit of like One Piece live action fatigue, and that's totally normal. That's totally natural. Everybody's talking about it. So it's really about, and we've seen like even as we post our reactions, and it might be because we had to put a logo on it and stuff too, and we don't have the most like visible, like reaction or like visible like view of the actual show compared to other people. But we have seen like a difference in the views that we got on our first like episode 2 reaction versus our episode 3 reaction. So we're trying to like spice it up for episode 4. So here's the first one, right? It's a little nicer. It still might be a lot, but it's a little nicer than, like I said, just having a screenshot from the show. But the one that I really want to go with, and that I think I am going to go with, and then we'll vote. But I'm probably going to still switch between the two of them. Do a little A/B testing, is this one. Hold on. Let me see. Sorry, I got to pull it up. I wasn't prepared. To do this. So this one, and I'm sure, it'll rub some people the wrong way, but, whatever. This is the second one. Now, I think there's a clear winner right here, dude. I'll switch between the two, and I can see on the analytics side which one people are more responsive to. But I think I know which one it is and which one it's going to be. So that'll be coming out probably on YouTube probably tomorrow or the day after that. But these are the two. Now let's say that the top one, let's say that the one in the top right is option 1. And let's say the one on the bottom left is option 2. Can you make one last poll? Which thumbnail is better, option 1 or option 2? And like I said, I think I know the answer. And it's nice to have options, but it just takes more time. Megan's typing it up as we speak. All right, the poll is live. Cast your vote. The sham glow up is insane. Oh, intense. I'm gonna say, so option 2 is the bottom one. Ooh, okay, it's pretty close. Only 18 votes. Woo. Leandro asks, who does your thumbnails? I do.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh, second one for better clicks. All right, Gabe. Nico said 1 is nicer, but I think 2 will get better results. Which is 1, said Rumham. The top right, the one with Usopp, is 1. Yeah, option 1 is on the top right. Red Arrow Supremacy, Tiberius. Okay, Beautiful Lie with a good suggestion. Keep the one on the top, but in the title say better than the manga. Okay. 31 votes. Who's winning? Option 2 still it's actually got a bigger lead now. And it's cool because a lot of people do like the A/B testing stuff. And there's even there's even AI sites that you can upload your thumbnails to. You can upload multiple versions, and the AI based on like user data will tell you which one is most likely to be clicked on. And they'll give you descriptions as to why. And they'll give you like numbers and percentages and all this stuff to like back up the data.
Damn.
Okay. All right, we'll end it there. Leandro said, Red Arrow always sounds clickbait to me. I mean, to a degree, yeah. No, for sure. I get that. Yeah. And again, maybe it'll be both. Maybe be a little bit of both. Maybe I'll post one. I'll start with one, and then I'll switch back and forth and see what happens. But okay, you can end it now, Megan. Sorry, I can't do it on my end. All right, but that is it. It's been a long one today, but it's been a good one. I guess we're kind of making up for not being able to go live tomorrow. Thank you guys for hanging out, for putting up with us, for just, I don't know, being the dopest community on YouTube. You guys are fucking amazing. And we love doing these lives, and we love coming here and hanging out with you guys. So thank you again for hanging out with us. We got, like I said, a lot of stuff coming up and coming out. So look forward to that. I know we got one more super chat at the buzzer. Are we caught up on all the other super chats? Because we got insatiable hunger.
Oh, there's one more.
Okay.
From Ramona Villa.
So let's do Ramon's first. Let's do them in order.
Thank you, Ramon. Damn, Josh, I saw your wedding fit. Google King Charles II of Spain.
I'm gonna dress to impress, dude. I'm gonna be looking real sharp, dude. Black is flattering, black is slimming. I'll post it. I'll post it on the Volume 1 account. I'll do it. Now, insatiable hunger. Rate Kuro's Riz. Kuro has creepy ass fucking Riz, dude. He does not have Riz, dude. He looks like, from a distance, you see him in the distance and you think like, oh, he looks like someone who would have Riz, who could Riz someone up. But then you see him, and we're talking about like live action at least. He's like this is my impression right here of live action Kuro trying to Riz someone up. Like maybe he sees someone at a Starbucks or something, and he's like this. Hello. I noticed you from across the way. I'm Clahador. You want to come back to my mansion? There's lots of places to hide.
You lost the accent really
Yeah,
early
I did.
You said, yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah. But I will find you. That's.
I don't know who that is now. You actually started off really strong, and I was like, wow.
Okay,
but then it just ended so bad.
Yeah.
He's like, Kaya.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Kaya. Claudio.
Yeah.
I miss mommy and daddy.
When
I just wanted to rip out your tongue.
What did he say in that line? Because we're editing the reaction where he like screams something so loud, like he's like breaking a vase when he says it.
He says,
"What have you ever done?" or something like that.
It's like nothing. Yeah, he says nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kaya.
Ew. Ew.
Okay. Hold on, let me try one more time.
Do the other pirates. Do the other.
Oh, okay. This is the. I think it was. What's his name? Butchie. What's his name again?
The chef.
Yeah, well, he's like this. I can't do it. I can't. I mean, if he sees someone at a table, okay, this is him. He's like this. He's like this. Hello.
What the?
I noticed you sitting over there and wanted to know if I could buy you a drink. And then Sham's like this. You're such I can't. You're better at this. This is why I don't do
Mary.
I can't do Mary. I can't. I'm not you. The only one I could do is Claudio, and I do him perfectly. Kaya. They devolve at the end. It devolves at the end. Anyway.
I'm Luffy.
Yeah, you're good. You're actually good.
I can't do it. Classic cocky Josh.
Classic cocky Josh with nothing to back it up. That's why we call it cocky goody. Joshy goody.
Joshy goody. Just lay down. Josh hates Mary.
I love Mary. I just can't. I can't.
Usopp, you have to leave this place.
Who was that? Kaya?
Yeah. It was bad. That
wasn't good.
I'm trying to make you feel better.
Thank you.
Josh, do your best sham hiss. See, that's good. You can't mess that up.
Thank you.
Okay, we gotta.
All right, we gotta go. We're just we
gotta wrap it. I don't know what the fuck happened at that That was like a minute of like, I don't know what. I blacked out. I don't know what's going on. I'm so sorry for everyone.
Yeah, I'm really
chat.
sorry.
Like, I don't know what happened.
I'm really sorry too. I apologize.
I don't know.
I was not happy about what happened to Mary, okay? I love Mary.
Anyways, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in. And yeah, for talking with us, hanging out with us.
Mm-hmm.
And until next time.
Do we have an outro?
Classic hockey jockey.
All right.
Joshy.
Classy or we're done. No, we're done. Our brains are fried.
Classic cocky Joshi. Cocky goody, cocky Joshi.
Cocky Joshi. Classic cocky Joshi. All right. Thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging out. And until next time.
Classic cocky.
Okay, let me try again.
God. Classic cocky.
It's a mouthful.
Joshi.
All right. Until next time.
Classic cocky
Joshi. We finally got it. Damn, that was hard. That was way harder than it should have been.